It's coming up in our community hospital pregame. We're going to hear from former Bison alum, and now he's assistant coach at Broken Bow High School. And his Broken Bow team with a big matchup in Class C1 against Pierce tonight. That's assistant coach and Eric Ramsey, coaches our offensive line over Broken Bow High School. We'll also hear from Bob Jensen of our Husker Prep magazine. And, of course, the coaches with head coach Cam Lenhart of Bennington and head coach Joe Petrosky of McCook. That's all coming up in our Wagner Ford pregame coming up in just a bit on KICX.
American-made appliances ready to work hard in your home. Find them at the headquarters for the newest and best appliances, D&S Hardware in McCook. D&S carries a great lineup of name-brand appliances from Whirlpool, Maytag, KitchenAid, and Amana. And when your American-made appliances need some repair, D&S Hardware can service them and get them back to running. Quality American-made Whirlpool, Maytag, KitchenAid, and Amana appliances wait for you at D&S Hardware on the corner of West 8th and C in McCook.
You can rely on the staff at Carpenter Breland Funeral Home and Monuments to provide professional support and guidance to help you during your time of need. We proudly serve Southwest Nebraska and Northwest Kansas through funeral service, cremation, pre-need, and monuments. Carpenter Breland Funeral Home and Monument of McCook.
Brad's mind is blown.
Just found out I can add any kind of cheese to my Runza sandwich. Swiss, American, pepper jack.
You're in charge of the cheese.
I'm my own man now.
The big cheese.
Gonna start making my own decisions.
The chief chooser of cheese.
Yes, please.
So much power. Get your next Runza sandwich made to order, because Runza makes it all better.
Stop by Runza, North Highway 83 in McCook.
MNB, there is a difference. MNB.
Operating a successful farm business takes courage, skill, and hard work. It also takes a financial partner that knows agriculture financing, because farming is more than just planting and harvesting. It's a science, it's a business, and it's a way of life. Call, click, or stop by MNB to meet our ag lending team today. MNB Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
MNB, there is a difference. MNB.
At Community Hospital, we're progressive. There's a word for those who see a good thing coming and get on board early. They're called pioneers. We're not afraid to embrace new ideas, explore new therapies, or research new solutions. So expect to see us out front, breaking new ground, blazing new trails, leading our region to a healthier future. We're your community hospital. Advanced care, always there.
When you purchase a new heating or cooling system, you want it built right, so it works right. That's why when it's built by York, you'll be glad you're working with Party Electric, your York dealer in Southwest Nebraska. They're the kind of professionals who are trained to help select the proper product, then install and service it properly in the future. Party Electric's licensed professionals are here for you, whether it be heating, cooling, or any electrical needs. They will also service ice machines and coolers, residential, commercial, and agriculture. Call Party Electric at 345-1660. Good luck, Bison.
Whether you own 1 acre or 20, Acres Equipment has the perfect tractor package for you. Like the Plainsman package, a John Deere 1023E tractor with loader, 4-foot rotary cutter, and rear blade for only $200 a month with 0% financing. Save thousands, plus free delivery. Check out online at acres.com. Acres Equipment, solutions for every field. Ends 10/31/2021 with approved credit by John Deere Financial. Some restrictions apply. See Acres for details.
Unexpected injuries and illnesses don't run on schedules. When you or a loved one need a doctor right away, McCook Clinic is ready to help. Our walk-in clinic is always staffed by 1 to 2 dedicated healthcare providers in order to make your visit as quick and convenient as possible while still offering excellent healthcare services. Walk-in clinic hours are Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 5, and Saturday, 8 a.m. to 10 a.m. McCook Clinic, conveniently located next to Community Hospital, providing health care for the family.
The pregame show is brought to you by your friends at Wagner Ford Toyota. Best of luck, Bison from Wagner Ford Toyota, located on the corner of West 2nd C in downtown McCook, the dealer that makes the difference.
Wagner Ford pregame moves on here at KICX, HighPlainsRadio.net, the KICX app. Former Bison alum Eric Ramsey, assistant coach at Broken Bow High School. His team getting ready for a big matchup in Class C1, 8 versus 9 matchup against Pierce. Caught up with Eric the other day, and Eric, I know, enjoying life for Broken Bow. Been there a few years now, and they treat you well. You're loving life in Broken Bow.
I'm on my 8th year now.
Wow, 8 years. I bet it's been a fast 8 years, hasn't it?
Oh, you go back and you look at it, it's like, God, they say when you get out of high school and college, time flies. They aren't joking.
But obviously, you love the school, love the town. They've been kind to you.
Yep, they've done well here for me. Teaching and coaching 3 sports.
Holy smokes, they do keep you busy, don't they? They keep you busy, don't they?
They do. So I've coached for three sports here now for 7 years, which is great.
What sports besides assistant football coach are you working with?
I have coached varsity basketball. I'm coached the JV this year, helping with them, and junior high track.
Wow, so that keeps you busy. All 3 sports, fall, winter, and spring. You've got something going on, don't you?
Yeah, one gets done, you get about a week off, and you go right back to it.
You're a young guy. You can deal with it right now, can't you?
Oh, you talk about that. When I'm out of season, it's weird. I get home at 4 o'clock, and my routine's so weird. It's just easier to be coaching.
I bet it is. Hey, let's talk a little Broken Bow football. Great season for Bow. 7-2. Did you finish at 7-2 is about where you guys wound up, or did you kind of figure out maybe a little bit better?
Everybody talks, and they say, well, on paper you should be 7-2, maybe 8-1, 6-3. We kind of talked about it, and our kids put in a lot of work throughout the off season and the strength training and understanding Coach Wells' system because it's his second year here. And we kind of had a feeling that we could go as far as they took themselves without, penalties and stuff like that. It's really kind of been the big factor in the games that we've lost.
The Kearney Catholic game is, 9-6. I mean, that was, Kearney Catholic, ended up undefeated. That could have went either way, couldn't it?
That game is probably the best game they've played all year. I would say they came in and were hyped and were ready to play in a big-time game because at the point for them, that was probably the biggest game they've played in their careers. And it was one of those things where a couple penalties got us out of rhythm and I think we got in the red zone like 4 or 5 times and just couldn't punch it in.
Now, you ended the season a couple of nice wins, a nice 3-game winning streak, and including a couple of former other Bison people we know, and Coach Doolin up at Cozad and Coach Gum over at Minden. You got some bragging rights after those 2 wins, didn't you?
A little bit, but it was more fun just to see him and talk and relate back to when we played and coached together, and then now coaching kids now.
You coach the offensive line there, and I take it you love it. Obviously, you've got a good O-line, don't you?
Yeah. Our O-line is very experienced. 3 of them are 3- or 4-year starters. Our center, he's a second-year starter, got hurt midway through last year. So our line has a lot of experience.
And a lot of size? This is a big line or not?
They're big. They're probably about 6'1", 265, 270 if you average them all out across the front.
Wow. I'm sure you've told your center, you're good, but you're never going to be as good as me.
It's one of those things. Some of the kids, they talk about it and they say, well, how are you, the teams you played on? Because you hear the stories. And I said, guys, that was 15, 16 years ago. Go do your own thing, and we can talk about your stories.
There you go. Well, what a matchup in the first round. 8-9 matchup against Pierce. Wow. I think it's probably got to be the best matchup of the first round there in C1.
Oh, it's going to be just 2 teams that smash mouth football. And Pierce is Pierce, coming off the state championship last year, and they know how to win. So we're excited. For me personally, I like running the ball, so it's nice to see another power team instead of a spread team.
So this will be 2 teams. So whoever gets it done up front, offensive line work at the backs, they get it done, is going to win this game.
Our success just depends upon our front line. And I know that's kind of cliche for every team, but for us, it rings more true than others.
C1 loaded. I think every year you ask the experts, Stu of the World Herald, Bob over Huskerland Prep, and what's the one class going to be really fun to watch? They're all going to be fun to watch, but C1 always kind of stands out. There's so many good teams.
C1 across the board has been pretty good this year. And years in the past, too, like you have the Pierces and the Battle Creeks, Waynes, Wahoos, Kearney Catholics. Those teams have just been in and year out, and they know how to play that style of football.
And after this one, you're guaranteed a home game this one, but not after this. Probably not going to happen, is it?
Probably not. we were talking about that, and both Adams Central, they're healthy, which I don't think they've hardly been healthy all year, and then Ashland Greenwood's loaded. So we just hope they play a physical game against each other. So after we maybe have a chance to go play one of them.
You're exactly right. First things first with Pierce coming up for Friday. Now looking ahead to basketball, when football to end, how's boys basketball looking up there?
Boys basketball, we have some returning key players that have started for a couple years. Kind of raw as sophomores and kind of getting figured out as juniors. We have an opportunity to have a successful season if the right pieces fall in place.
Boy, it's been a great fall season. Your football team's doing good. Your cross-country teams have been good. Your volleyball team has been going good. So, boy, the sports up there has been fun to watch, hasn't it?
Oh, it's been a blast. Those kids up here, they have been putting in a lot of work the last couple of years. Like the girls for the last 4 or 5 years have been pretty good, and the boys have been working and coming around and getting that same type of success. So it's enjoyable to watch, cross-country and volleyball and football, and all of the programs have success.
Well, I see your dad on occasion come down to Coach's Coffee Club on Saturday, kind of hang out with us. He's enjoying retirement, and I know his hunting adventures are key for him. And I know you get a chance to go with him every now and then, don't you?
Oh, I try to get back. The hard part about coaching 3 sports is you're committed to the team and being at practice. You don't get a lot of time, in the younger years, just to go back and hunt pheasants all weekend. So whenever I have an opportunity, we try to make it.
That's Broken Bow assistant and former McCook alum Eric Ramsey talking about the big Broken Bow Pierce game tonight. Take a break. We'll hear from Mr. Bob Jensen, Husker-Land Prep Magazine. Bob, his thoughts on Class B and McCook and Bennington on the way shortly on KICX 96.1.
Hi, this is Jim Jones at Herman Jones Funeral Chapel. Do you put off asking questions about your funeral arrangements? Stop by for a cup of coffee and visit with Michael Swanson or I in regards to your thoughts about what you want done for your funeral without any obligation. Pre-planning is the best gift you can do for your family and loved ones. We are just north of the Bricks at 607 Norris Avenue in McCook, or call 345-3000. Herman Jones Funeral Chapel, a legacy of compassionate care and service.
Hi, this is Danny with Tobias Dental Care. Did you know that your oral health can affect the overall health of your body? Studies have shown that poor oral hygiene has been linked to many health conditions, such as diabetes, heart disease, and stroke. The American Dental Association recommends brushing twice daily, flossing at least.
Mum Delavote.
Than ever before. Cleaning your air ducts can even lessen your chance of sickness because you aren't breathing in that dirty air. If you haven't had your air ducts cleaned since you moved in, chances are they've never been cleaned. Call and book your air duct cleaning appointment at Veteran today at 308-737-5292.
Tripping and falling isn't fun. Oh! Unless you're falling into some great deals at Nebraska Land Tire in McCook.
Ah, that's nice.
Now's the time to get your vehicle in for some decent tires for winter that's coming around the corner. Also get your vehicle's oil changed and get it inspected for any possible problems that could happen later. You don't want to be stranded this winter. So trip on over and fall into Nebraska Land Tire and Service, 808 West B Street, McCook.
There's a place that's shaped by more than county lines and state borders. It's a place we call home, where moments are shared, where communities are strengthened, and life's special memories happen right here. No matter what home is to you, we're the local bank that can help you make the most of it. Because we're more than a bank in Nebraska. We're Nebraska in a bank. Pinnacle Bank, the way banking should be. Member FDIC.
Unexpected injuries and illnesses don't run on schedules. When you or a loved one need a doctor right away, McCook Clinic is ready to help. Our walk-in clinic is always staffed by 1 to 2 dedicated healthcare providers in order to make your visit as quick and convenient as possible while still offering excellent healthcare services. Walk-in clinic hours are Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 5, and Saturday, 8 a.m. to 10 a.m. McCook Clinic, conveniently located next to Community Hospital, providing health care for the family.
pregame show is brought to you by your friends at Wagner Ford Toyota. Best of luck, Bison from Wagner Ford Toyota, located on the corner of West 2nd C in downtown McCook, the dealer that makes the difference.
Wagner Ford pregame continues here on KICX, HighPlainsRadio.net, the KICX app, and the KICX 96.1 YouTube channel as well. Had a chance to talk to our good buddy Bob Jensen, Huskland Prep Magazine. Bob, Class B playoff starts tonight, a full bracket, and looking forward to seeing what this bracket has in store tonight and over the next couple of weeks.
Yeah. We got some, well, first of all, it's always great to be on, Rich. It's great to talk football with people in the greater McCook area. But I'm still a little up in the air on how I'm going to approach that. There's a lot of options. And in my world, there's the easy way and there's the not so easy way, and somehow I always wind up taking the not so easy way. We'll see what happens though. But there's obviously great football everywhere, and basically if you're listening to this particular segment, you should be at a game this Friday. But who am I to lecture? So
there's a lot of good matchups, no question. Of course, Bison fans are happy. We got a big win over Alliance, made the playoffs again. But boy, what a road trip all the way to Bennington, and I'm sure you've had a chance to do some scouting on the Badgers. This is Class B's best team right now, isn't it?
Well, yes. Bennington is, by every measure, the best team in Class B. I tell you what, I want to talk about McCook just a second. And the thing is that I don't know, who am I to say, but I'm really proud of McCook football this year. This is not meant to denigrate any segment of the program. This is not the most talented football team McCook has had, but what it might be is one of the grittiest. And again, when I take a look at what they did this year, what they almost did this year, the Bison have got to feel good. I mean, here's a case where it could happen other places, but what it comes down to at McCook, how I feel about it is, here's some kids that are representing McCook's football greatness, okay? And you want to do a good job of that. Doesn't mean you're always going to win, but you want to represent. You want to show up. You want to play to the best of your ability as much as you can. Make the community proud because, it's important. It's important in McCook. They did that every week. They won some games. That's great. It's the ones they didn't win, actually, that I thought were even more, and this may be a little bit corny, but I specialize in corny, heroic. I mean, look at the teams that they played close. I mean, those 3-7-2 teams they played, Aurora's a different case. Aurora's in the same class with Bennington, but I mean, those games with Scottsbluff and Seward, they come down to the wire. It turns out that Lexington is better than maybe some people, including me, gave them credit for, that kind of thing. So anyway, I don't know. I think McCook did a really good job this year with the hand it was dealt.
Yeah, we battled some injuries, no question. A few key guys, but made it happen with a win on Friday. And the Badgers of Bennington, they'll make the road trip. And I know Coach Petrosky and the staff will have a game plan and give it their best shot against the Badgers coming up on Friday.
Well, the number one thing about Bennington football in 2021 is their offensive line, and I've kind of harped on that a little bit all season long, but I saw those kids on opening night, and I was blown away. In between the sweat rivulets racing down my face, that's the most uncomfortable I've ever been in a football game. People remember back to opening night, but, I mean, they're big, they're fast, they're athletic, they've got great continuity. Those kids have played together since 7th grade. It is, regardless of what happens from here on out, that's the best offensive line in Class B. And then you complement that in a huge way with this kid named Dylan Mostick, who's their running back. And people who maybe have seen him one way or another, streaming video, maybe in person, I don't know. You can't get him off his feet. He's fast and strong and all that kind of stuff. That kind of thing you get with about every good running back. But where he separates himself is he's like one of those weevils that wobble, that won't go down. I mean, the number of times you'll see him get clipped and he's on his way down, and he'll find a way to keep his balance, and he always gets an extra yard or two. The pile stops, you think, and then all of a sudden he squirts out the other side. So McCook is going to have to be really sure of itself, tackling as much as anything on Friday night.
They don't throw the ball much at all. They don't have to, do they?
Well, they don't, but again, the kid that stepped in, a quarterback, their starter got hurt actually on opening night. Trey Bird, his older brother, was a great quarterback for them just last year, and he stepped in, and he can do it. You know, they've got an all-state wide receiver if they ever decide to use him. Caden Bloom, he averages over 20 yards a catch, but it's going to be power football. That's what Bennington is best at, and that's almost certainly what they're going to play on Friday night.
Class B always fun to watch, Bob, as you well know over the years, and got some good matchups first round. But boy, you get down the line, quarterfinals, semifinals. Oh my gosh, those matchups get a lot juicier, don't they?
Well, they do. They do. Of course, you're earning your way through the ranks. I don't know. Things kind of changed fairly dramatically. Bennington, from the beginning, has just looked like the best team. Scott, we had as our preseason number one. They have had a horrendous time with injuries, and that goes back to the preseason when they lost a kid to a swimming pool accident. He's a state champion triple jumper, and he didn't play at all this year. That opened the door for Bennington. They came right through it and have established themselves as the best team. The night they beat Elkhorn so badly, Elkhorn High, that really separated them from the pack.
Bob Jensen, Husker Land Prep Magazine. We'll take a break and hear from the coaches. Head coach Cam Lenhart of Bennington High School will join us shortly on KICX 96.1.
American-made appliances ready to work hard in your home. Find them at the headquarters for the newest and best appliances, DNS Hardware in McCook. DNS carries a great lineup of name brand appliances from Whirlpool, Maytag, KitchenAid, and Amana. And when your American-made appliances need some repair, DNS Hardware can service them and get them back to running. Quality American-made Whirlpool, Maytag, KitchenAid, and Amana appliances wait for you at DNS Hardware on the corner of West 8th and C in McCook.
Do you know where your loved one is taken when you select cremation? Carpenter Breland Funeral Home and Monuments is the only funeral home in southwest Nebraska and northwest Kansas to offer on-site cremation. When you entrust us with your loved one, they never leave our care. Carpenter Breland Funeral Home and Monuments, your industry leader in cremation services.
Brad's mind is blown.
Just found out I can add any kind of cheese to my Runza sandwich. Swiss, American, pepper jack.
You're in charge of the cheese.
I'm my own man now.
The big cheese.
Gonna start making my own decisions.
The chief chooser of cheese.
Yes, please.
So much power. Get your next Runza sandwich made to order, because Runza makes it all better.
Stop by Runza, North Highway 83 in McCook.
MNB, there is a difference. MNB.
Operating a successful farm business takes courage, skill, and hard work. It also takes a financial partner that knows agriculture financing, because farming is more than just planting and harvesting. It's a science, it's a business, and it's a way of life. Call, click, or stop by MNB to meet our ag lending team today. MNB Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
MNB, there is a difference. MNB.
At Community Hospital, we're progressive. There's a word for those who see a good thing coming and get on board early. They're called pioneers. We're not afraid to embrace new ideas, explore new therapies, or research new solutions. So expect to see us out front, breaking new ground, blazing new trails, leading our region to a healthier future. We're your community hospital. Advanced care, always there.
When you purchase a new heating or cooling system, you want it built right, so it works right. That's why when it's built by York, you'll be glad you're working with Party Electric, your York dealer in southwest Nebraska. They're the kind of professionals who are trained to help select the proper product, then install and service it properly in the future. Party Electric's licensed professionals are here for you, whether it be heating, cooling, or any electrical needs. They will also service ice machines and coolers, residential, commercial, and agriculture. Call Party Electric at 345-1660. Good luck, Bison.
The pregame show is brought to you by your friends at Wagner Ford Toyota. Best of luck, Bison from Wagner Ford Toyota, located on the corner of West 2nd and C in downtown McCook, the dealer that makes the difference.
Wagner Ford pregame moves on here at KICX 96.1. We get to the coaches now, and head coach Cam Lenhart. Bennington High School, the Badgers, undefeated this year, top-ranked team in the state, number 1 seed. Coach, great season. Heard a lot about this team, a senior-laden team. It's been a wonderful season. You've had a lot of fun coaching these kids this year.
Yes, we are. We're fortunate. We got 24 seniors on the team, guys that put in a lot of hard work, and so you can see it's paying off.
What a schedule, too. I mean, talk about that from top to bottom, start to finish. You played some great Class B teams this year.
Yeah, I think what's special about Class B is every week is really a tough week. With only having 24, you're going to get great competition every week. So we were fortunate enough. We came out on the good end of all those games, but we've definitely been battle tested, in my opinion.
Talking to Coach Petrosky a little bit, and I've been doing this for a long time, doing Bison football, but I don't recall McCook and Bennington ever, and probably it's been talked about around your school. I don't think we've ever hooked up in football.
No, I don't think so. Just with us moving up to B in the recent years and them always being Class B, it's going to be an awesome opportunity. Watching film, McCook looks like an awesome place to play. It'd be kind of fun to even have a regular season game there.
Well, I've heard the same thing about your place, at the turf field and everything, that place is pretty nice as well.
Yes, we've been fortunate enough to have the facilities we have, and they do a good job of taking care of it.
Talk about your offensive, and let's talk about your offense first. Offensive line got a great running back. Boy, it's an experienced bunch. It's a big bunch of kids in the front row and that front line. And, of course, you got a great running back to boot back there, don't you?
Yeah, we do. Our offensive line, we said from the beginning of the year, was going to be our strength. 4 of the 5 guys are returning from last year. We have a couple guys that have been playing since they were sophomores, so a lot of experience, a lot of knowledge, and then the new guy, Carter Lurch, fit in really well with these guys, just playing with them. And so we knew that was our strength. They've been doing really well. We've stayed healthy, thank gosh, knock on wood there. But what they've done really well is just adapt and adjust. We're fortunate we can do a lot of things, audible at the line of scrimmage, just because those guys are so in tune with what we're doing and play for one another. And then obviously with Dylan being a phenomenal back, he seems to do really well at just finding openings, finding seams, and once he sees it, he can get vertical quick.
A great track guy as well. I mean, he is the ultimate football track type of guy, isn't he?
Yes, he is. That close to having a state championship in the 100-meter dash last year, you can see it pays off on the football field.
If you can't run the ball, which nobody stops you there, but you can throw it if needed.
Yeah, we do a good job there. We have a phenomenal receiving core. I think every one of them's caught a touchdown this year, which is huge. I think we're able to spread the ball all around. But what helps us is we got Caden Bloom who can really stretch the field. And I think that's what allows our running game to work so well. Is if you try to come down in the box, we're going to go over the top. If you try to stay back, we're going to run. So we're fortunate to have the kids we have. Like I said, though, they put the time and effort to get to where they are. It wasn't given to them.
And your defense on the other side has been battle tested against some pretty good teams, haven't they?
Yes, they have. They've definitely shown up this year. It's been an area of improvement that we've seen, especially from where we were last year. They're flying around. They're hitting each other, hitting the other team, I should say. But they're doing really, really well.
What about the Bison on film, Coach? You've watched obviously probably a couple of games. What stands out in as you get ready for this battle on Friday?
I think they do a lot of different things with their formation-wise. They're obviously really well coached. They have tradition there at McCook, and so the kids grow up, in my eyes, wanting to play football when you go to McCook, and so that's going to be the thing. They're just going to be kids that play hard. They're physical. Like I said, their formation-wise, you got to be able to adjust and adapt and not get overloaded to one side where they hit you back. They run the ball really well, and so that sets up their pass game as far as play action. They have some quick guys with the Gomez kid at number 13 who can get vertical pretty quick, so we'll need to make sure we stay over the top there. And like I said, they're physical kids. They run hard, and they're not gonna back down.
Well, I see the experts have put a bullseye on you. I see Stu in his forecast picking you in Aurora, kind of in the Class B state title game. But I'm sure, hey, you welcome that. You've been in playoffs before here. I know you want to get a little bit farther this year than the past years, don't you?
Yes, of course. This group has set their eyes on a high goal, but I would say they do a really good job at focusing on the one game that's ahead of us. Right now, our sole focus is on McCook. If we're fortunate enough to be there at the November 22nd, we'll get there when we get there. But all eyes and all mindset needs to be on McCook right now.
I know this is a senior-laden bunch, Coach. A great group of seniors. Does the future look bright even after this bunch graduates?
Yeah, of course. We have our quarterback. He'll be back next year, who's only a junior, and one of our next leading scorer is our second running back, or third, I should say, after Caden is a junior as well. So we have a lot of skill guys who are younger guys there. We'll need to develop some linemen around those guys, but I think as we look forward with the way our freshman team went well this year, JV, I think we'll continue to have success on the field as long as we continue to put in the work.
Head coach Cam Lenhart at Bennington High School. We'll hear from head coach Joe Petrosky talk Bison football. That's on the way shortly on KICX 96.1.
Hi, this is Jim Jones at Herman Jones Funeral Chapel. Do you put off asking questions about your funeral arrangements? Stop by for a cup of coffee and visit with Michael Swanson or I in regards to your thoughts about what you want done for your funeral without any obligation. Pre-planning is the best gift you can do for your family and loved ones. We are just north of the Bricks at 607 Norris Avenue in McCook, or call 345-3000. Herman Jones Funeral Chapel, a legacy of compassionate care and service.
Dust bunnies aren't as cute as they sound. They contain the hair, dirt, and contaminants you could be breathing every day. Veteran Heating and Air is tackling those dust bunnies with top-notch air duct cleaning. Veteran Heating and Air will have you breathing cleaner air in your home than ever before. Cleaning your air ducts can even lessen your chance of sickness because you aren't breathing in that dirty air. If you haven't had your air ducts cleaned since you moved in, chances are they've never been cleaned. Call and book your air duct cleaning appointment at Veteran today at 308-737-5292.
Whether you own 1 acre or 20, Acres Equipment has the perfect tractor package for you. Like the Plainsman package, a John Deere 1023E tractor with loader, 4-foot rotary cutter, and rear blade for only $200 a month with 0% financing. Save thousands, plus free delivery. Check out online at acres.com. Acres Equipment, solutions for every field. Ends 10/31/2021 with approved credit by John Deere Financial. Some restrictions apply. See Acres for details.
Unexpected injuries and illnesses don't run on schedules. When you or a loved one need a doctor right away, McCook Clinic is ready to help. Our walk-in clinic is always staffed by 1 to 2 dedicated healthcare providers in order to make your visit as quick and convenient as possible while still offering excellent healthcare services. Walk-in clinic hours are Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 5, and Saturday, 8 a.m. to 10 a.m. McCook Clinic, conveniently located next to Community Hospital, providing health care for the family.
Tripping and falling isn't fun. Oh! Unless you're falling into some great deals at Nebraska Land Tire in McCook.
Ah, that's nice.
Now's the time to get your vehicle in for some decent tires for winter that's coming around the corner. Also get your vehicle's oil changed and get it inspected for any possible problems that could happen later. You don't want to be stranded this winter. So trip on over and fall into Nebraska Land Tire and Service, 808 West B Street, McCook.
Hi, this is Danny with Tobias Dental Care. Did you know that your oral health can affect the overall health of your body? Studies have shown that poor oral hygiene has been linked to many health conditions, such as diabetes, heart disease, and stroke. The American Dental Association recommends brushing twice daily, flossing at least once a day, and seeing your dentist every 6 months for a checkup and cleaning. If you're due for a cleaning, or if it's been a while since you've had your teeth cleaned, please call us today at 345-1510 or stop by and see us at 411 West 5th Street in McCook. And remember, at Tobias Dental Care, we make it easy for you to smile.
The pregame show is brought to you by your friends at Wagner Ford Toyota. Best of luck, Bison from Wagner Ford Toyota, located on the corner of West 2nd C in downtown McCook, the dealer that makes the difference.
Wagner Ford pregame continues here from Bennington, KICX 96.1, HighPlainsRadio.net, the KICX app, and our KICX 96.1 YouTube channel. Class B playoffs are here. The Badgers and the Bison, I think, for the first time ever in school history, head coach Joe Petrosky, I can't recall looking back, even going back to the look in the back of the 80s. I don't know, go back to the 70s maybe, but I don't think Bennington and McCook have ever faced, have they?
I don't think Bennington has ever faced McCook, and we haven't faced them, obviously. I'll tell you what, over the last few years, even since I've been here, there was a variety of times as we were calculating things at the end of the season for playoff seeding and who we were playing. there was a couple times here in the last 7-8 years we had a chance to play Bennington. It was a little different as far as the seedings. We were obviously a higher seed, and they were a lower seed, and those things like that. But we just never had a chance to go against them. But there were definitely opportunities here within the last few years that we could have played them. But we're going to play them this year, and so we're excited to make that trip out to Bennington and play those guys.
Good news this week. You get a player, I think one of the guys back. Is that right?
Yeah, we've had obviously some injuries, and that's going to happen throughout this, throughout the season. A couple guys, unfortunately, we're not going to be able to get back this season. Branson McDonald and Cole Thomas, along with Nate Reiners, was another one earlier in the season that, we just missed those guys. Wish they, could have been healed up to play, but it doesn't appear that those guys are going to be able to go this week. And so I should say the season, we continue the season. Who knows what's going to happen? Nate had an ACL injury, so he's definitely out. But Cole and Branson still have potential. We take care of business and beat Bennington and move on. Maybe that we could get those guys back. We're going to get Jacob back this week. He was able to get through things that he had to get himself healthy, and so we're excited to have Jacob back and get him out there on the field and see what he can do. And so as far as that's concerned, we're going in there with a lot of the same guys that we've had the last 3 weeks that have been solidifying those roles due to injury, and so we feel really good about those things.
Goal for any team is to make the playoffs, and gosh, the Bison have been in the playoffs 17 years in a row, and you didn't want to see that end, and you got the win over Alliance to play another week and practice another week, which is always big.
Yeah, that was the biggest thing we talked about Monday and in our Friday night and give it the best shot we got.
Best of luck, sir. We'll talk after the game.
Yeah, thanks, Rich.
Head coach Joe Vitrosky talking Bennington, the Badgers, and the Bison. Kyle and I are back with more of the pregame. Starting lineups from Bennington coming up shortly on KICX 96.1.
We're here standing in the lot of Davini Motors with a man who's looking for a new car.
Oh, I just love Coach Davani.
No, Davini, not Davani.
Oh, Davini.
Yes, and here at Davini Motors, sir, you'll find a great deal of new Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram with a nice pre-owned selection, too. Financing available, so remember, it's not a deal unless it's a Davini deal.
Not Davani?
No.
Oh.
Davini Motors, 401 East B Street, McCook. Davini Chrysler Jeep Dodge.com.
Ever been to Bennington, Nebraska, the home of the Badgers, the Bison and the Badgers Class B football playoffs, round 1, coming up here in just a bit. Rich Barnett, Kyle Delaveau is here as well. Our Wagner Ford pregame runs a forecast. Well, let's get to it right here. Not a cloud in the sky. It is football weather, Kyle Delaveau. It's a nice night.
Oh, man, Rich, it is fantastic. What a great place to be. It's a great complex, a great night. Playoff football, what more could you ask for? Wonderful drive in, only a little over 4 hours. Fantastic.
No question about it. Bison, 16 seed. First time in a long time McCook's had a 16 seed in the playoffs. No faced a 1 seed. And what's that?
I didn't see the 6. I thought we were the 1 seed.
Did I miss something? Did I forget? I forgot the memo. Oh, they flipped it around?
Maybe not.
Anyway, Bennington's for real this year. Anyway, McCook's going to come in as Coach Vitrosky. He said, hey, we're going to play this game. We had a great week of practice. We're going to go out and play them hard. And I fully expect that. They're going to come out and give a great effort tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. It'll be exciting to see, what kind of things they try, what they do different. They're not going to be able to do the same things that they always do tonight and win this game. And so I expect to see them do maybe some fun things and different things.
Kyle's got the KICX YouTube channel going. Thanks to all of our great sponsors helping us out as the Bennington Badgers coming on the field. Boy, this is a great complex, isn't it? This is a sweet-looking field.
Yeah, it's fantastic, and like they said, this place grew up from nothing. 10 years ago, this wasn't here. The concourse we're standing on wasn't here 6 weeks ago.
This is similar to what you and Mark called the game at Seward last year, right?
Yeah, the college complex at Seward.
Yeah, exactly. But and they're expecting another high school in next year.
5 years.
5 years. Okay, 5 years. So this place is growing like weeds, isn't it?
Yeah, Omaha is just growing out of control, and great for Omaha, but really interesting.
Well, starting lineups. First of all, the Bison and McCook, their offense, and number 5, junior Adam Duggar, 6'1", 170. We'll see Canyon Hosick, number 4, the sophomore, in there, but we're going to see Jacob Gomez-Wilson in the lineup as well. He did practice. He is a go, 5'7", 155, and a junior. Leighton Bortner, 5'9", 170. Boy, that young man's had a heck of a junior season. We'll see Alex Anthony, I'm sure, back there as well. 5'10", 190. Offensive line's got to be big against this Bennington defense as well. Tackles and Leighton Carpenter, the young sophomores, really come around. 5'10", 195, and a sophomore. The tackle is Tucker Martinez Conray, 6'2", 250. The 2 guards, Eli Kaler, 5'10", 235, and a junior. And also Ethan Spencer, 5'10", 180, and a senior. Max Weimer, the senior center, 64, 6'1", 230. So Bison are making their way out here to our right. The Bison defense up front. It'll be interesting. Coach Vitrosky against a team that spreads you out but runs the ball. Will they run a 3-man front? Will they run a 4-man front? Well, I don't know. We'll wait and see on that. We got our national anthem coming up. We're going to take take a quick break. Back with more of the pregame next on KICX 96.1.
Back here to Bennington. The Badgers and the Bison coming up. Let's finish the Bison defense. The defensive line up front. Jason Pilgrim, the senior, 5'11", 180. We're number 30. Eloy Carbajal, 5'9", 190, and a junior. Eli Kaler, if they can play a three-man front, 5'10", 235. The backers inside are Anthony and Bortner. Outside are Garrett Capps, number 43. The junior, 6'2", 180, Canyon Hosick. Also outside the two corners, I should say, are Hayden Norgard, 5'9", 155, and a junior. Nate Renner, 6'1", 165, and a senior. Duggar and Logan Havlicek. Logan, 5'9", 150, and a senior. They're the safety. I forgot to give the wide receivers and tight ends on the offensive side. Wide receivers, Lucas Gomez-Wilson, 5'8", 170, and a junior. Nate Renner, 6'1", 165, and a senior. The two tight ends, Matt Nichols, 5'10", 180. Garrett Capps, 6'2", 180. That's your Bison offense and defense. And, of course, for Bennington, a lot has been talked about, Kyle, with Dylan Mostick, 5'10", 185, and a senior. The guy can run a sub 11, sub 110, 10'8", 10'9", 100 meters. He's a fast son of a gun, and he gets behind a big offensive line, doesn't he?
Yeah, I mean, I think, of course, Mostick is going to get all of the kudos because he's the one that's racking up the yards, but the real story might be that offensive line that I think averages about 260, 275 pounds. It's a big offensive line, and they open up some holes for him.
They go 230. 170 is their lightweight, 230, 270, 260 from tackle to tackle. And Trey Bird's a great quarterback for him. Caden Bloom, 6'1", 160 is a pretty good wide receiver. So Bison will see that offense first. We'll see Patrick Gross kicking off here. Once again, Bennington, Nebraska, as the sun sets behind us. I'm sure the Bison faithful on the far side they can see everybody on the far side trying to shade their eyes a little bit. That sun is right in their face.
Yes, it is.
Thanks to our great sponsors and our Wagner Ford drive at the game. We had a Highlander to drive up here.
Fantastic vehicle.
I had 140 listed, but I didn't have time to take a chance. Couldn't find a road to just to 140. So thanks to our folks at Wagner Ford, Wagner Chevy. Patrick Gross, little squib kick. It bounced about the 20-25, picked up about the 18-yard line, and returned far side, trying to get the edge. 30 and about the 33-yard line. On the return that time was Austin Holtz, one of their wide receivers, and Bennington's got the football first and 10 Badgers at about their own 33-yard line. A Bennington team, Kyle, that's played a tough schedule, and boy, the good teams in Class B, the ranked teams, it has been no contest.
No, their closest game was against Aurora. I mean, they played the number 2 seed Elkhorn and beat Elkhorn by 35 points, right in that range. And so, this is a good football team, Rich. There's no doubt about that tonight.
As we're at the top of the hour, 6 o'clock, went an hour earlier. KICX FM, McCook, Nebraska ball on the far side hash. Bennington comes out 4 wide, trips left, 1 right out to the far side. Got a motion man on the far side. Trey Bird shotgun set. Mostick behind him against a Bison 3-man front. Mostick going to go left side, 35, 40, 42-yard line. That's a gain of almost 8 yards on the play. Hosick on the tackle. Alex Anthony as well. And
Logan Havlicek laying the wood at the end of that play.
Okay.
So nice hit. Good to see him come up and hit him hard, Rich.
It's going to be a gain of 9 on the play. Bring up 2nd and 1. Ball spot at the 42. And Bennington doesn't waste any time getting a line of scrimmage. Kind of a check with me type of deal, type of offense. Ball right smack dab on that between the hashes. Bison 3-man front. On the toss, right side, Mostick gets a block out front. Got a first down, 45-50. Into McCook territory down the far sidelines, 43rd. And did he step out of bounds? He must have because he stopped.
Must have stepped out of bounds.
Back at the 41-yard line, boy. 2 plays.
He's gimping.
Ooh, 2 plays, and they are in McCook territory.
He's coming out.
Mostick is asking to come out, and they will come back with number 20, Nick Culver, is just another speed guy, 5'8", 150 to junior. So Bennington in McCook territory, 1st and 10 of the Bison 42. We're just underway. Here on KICX 96.1. Ball on the far side hash. Trey Berg going to be Culvert between the play action on the flat. Pass complete. About the 25. Sold me on that one. The pass is complete. Downfield to Trevor Heath, the senior. Fooled me on the give that time. A little play action look, and the first attempt on a pass once again for Bennington completed. And they'll go out of bounds at about the 19-yard, actually about the 24-yard line, beg your pardon. So some good yardage by the Bennington offense in the first 3 plays. Bison defense has been there all year long. One thing mainstay throughout the season, been that defense. As Bird, it's going to be Colvert, going to be Bird, a little flare out here on your side. Pass complete, but not much yardage. We're at a level here on the field where the Bennington players are kind of right in our way. Trevor Heese on the reception. He got 2 yards in the play. Little midline run that with Bird. Little flare pass out here on the flat. A gain of 2, 2nd and 8.
Little run pass option there.
Ball in the near side hash. Bennington folks been great. We got here early. The athletic director treated us great. We got a nice view. Got a nice night for football. Trey Bird back in shotgun set. Molstick is back in there. Yes, he is. On the toss. Right side. Trying to move the blue shirts. Cuts it back in. Has some room. 15. Down to 10. Down to about the 5-yard line. I think maybe the 6-yard line. That's going to bring up 1st and goal for Bennington.
He does not look like a running back, Rich.
No.
He is put together.
Yeah, but
he looks like he has a fullback build, but he's,
Yeah.
like you said, 10.7, 10.8 speed. So that's probably a little rough.
He gets down a track on a 100-meter dash. I'm sure he gets going. By the way, great football field, but a crappy track. Boy, their track is awful. AD said that's their next project. 1st and goal from the 5. It'll be Mostick on kind of the quarterback didn't know whether to take it or give it to him. He gave it to him inside the 5 at about maybe the 3. Picked up 2. Bring up 2nd and goal from about the 3-yard line.
Pilgrim had him wrapped up in the backfield, just couldn't quite bring him down. He's a load, Rich.
We've got 78 Bison faithful on the KICX 96.1 YouTube channel watching tonight, and many, many others on the website and the KICX app, and back at home on KICX 96.1. Don't forget, coming up at the bottom of the hour, pregame coverage on the Hawk with Arapahoe hosting Perkins County. Mark Searcy, the short drive down to Arapahoe for that one, 7 o'clock kickoff. 2nd and goal from the 3. It's been all Mostick except for one pass, and they stack him up. Nope, got in for the touchdown. Thought maybe they had him at the 1-yard line, of Mostick in from 3 yards out, and it's a Bennington touchdown. And they kind of made it look a little bit easy that time there.
Yeah, I mean, like we said, this is the number 1 seed for a reason. It's a good team, but I no big plays. They had to earn it, so.
On for the PAT, Vaughn Anderson. Trey Bird will hold it. Kicks on the way, and it is on the way, and it is good. 7-0 Bennington. We're back to Badger Field and Bennington. Coming up shortly on KICX 96.1. Richard Kyle back here at Bennington, 7-0 Bennington. Again, Kyle, you hit nail on the head. It wasn't the big play. It was just everything on the ground. Their offensive line does what they do. And Mostick, a little bit of a scare for me. He was gimping a little bit on a couple of early plays, came back in and ran it in from 3 yards out. So the Bison offense will get a chance here once again here shortly. As a return is set up on the kick by Vaughn Anderson. That kick's going to be a line drive, and Kosick has it about the 5-10, far side 15, 20 trying to find the room, find a little hole, 25, 26, 27-yard line, and 1st and 10 for the Bison offense. As it'll be junior quarterback Adam Duggar bringing that offense. Elkhorn beats York 36-0 down the way. That was a 4 o'clock kickoff. The only reason why I think is they probably have 2 games in the Elkhorn field tonight, maybe, possibly. Thank you.
What was our score against York? Do you remember?
I can't remember. That was a long time ago. I can't remember. 7-0 here. Bison, some late personnel coming on the field as Hosick, the tailback, and they're going to blow this one dead. Nobody was set. Couldn't get everybody set. They do have play clocks at both ends, so the quarterbacks can tell on the play clock. This has got to be a motion penalty against, or do we call timeout and save the penalty?
I'm not sure. Like, we have players in the backfield. Maybe I don't know what they're calling.
I think
timeout.
We burned a timeout. So Coach Petrosky saved it down, called the timeout. 9:05 left. Quick timeout. Back to Bennington next on KICX 96.1. Richard Kyle back here to Bennington. Bison had a burning timeout, had some personnel issues that time. 1st and 10. Got twin receivers to the right as Duggar shotgun set. It's, we're a long ways longer than I kind of realize here. Canyon Hosick to his right. Empty. It's Jacob Gomez-Wilson. Empty backfield, 4 wide. Duggar looking for the bomb. Looking down the field. That's our seam route with Gomez-Wilson and overthrew him. Boy, Jacob, he went out backfield motion, seam route to the home run ball early for McCook.
I like it. I like it a lot. And, Jacob was behind their defensive backs.
Yeah.
So
in the end, they had 3 blue shirts chasing him. If the ball would have been not quite overthrown, to hit him in stride, could have been 6 right there. Bison come back with 2nd and 10 on their own 27-yard line.
I mean, I think that's one thing about the game tonight, Rich. I like the fact that you can never underestimate somebody that has nothing to lose.
Right. Exactly right. A little shifting, a little motion here at near side. The wide receiver here, they got twin receivers right. With in the eye, toss pitch, Gomez-Wilson. He kind of slipped in, he bobbled that, and didn't quite get a good grab on it. And I think he lost a yard. Give you a loss of 1 on the play, bring him 3rd and 11.
Yeah, it looked to me like that pitch was kind of about at his thigh pads, not up in his breadbasket where it was easy for him to catch it, but bobbled a little bit.
Jacob's been just snake bit by injuries last year. Oh my gosh. One of the all-time best Bison tennis greats of all time. Connor Larson. Halftime, I'll get the net out and we'll play, okay? That won't be a challenge. Duggar will throw, steps up in the pocket, still looking. Across the middle, that's got to be an interference call. That's got to be a flag. That's clearly hit him early that time. And the Bison coaching staff, no question, wanted a flag that time, but I don't see anything out there. And
he's down on the field because he ran him over 3 seconds before the ball got there. How is that not an interference call?
Bison, we can see the coach on the far sidelines.
Yeah, talking to the ref, he knocked him down, and the ball wasn't even there.
Intended receiver that time was Lucas Gomez-Wilson, and then no flag, incomplete pass, and the Bison will give it up on a punt right here.
I mean, let's be honest, even if it's an accident, it's still pass interference, right?
We could clearly see it up here, a good view of it up here. And
that ref was standing right there. It might have been hard for him to see.
My good buddy Greg Tetley, who's listening, give me scores back there. He would have thrown a flag, no question on that one. As back to kick is Hosick about his own 10-yard line. High kick, not a bad kick. Boomed it pretty good. Took a Bison bounce, and he does inside the 30, about the 24-yard line. That's a heck of a kick, boy. Canyon. That's about the 10-yard line down to inside the 30. That's pretty good.
Yeah, let's go get it back now. I mean,
got to get a stop.
Not the first offensive series we wanted, but we're on defense now, and opportunity to pin our ears back and see if we can get a stop here. Their line is big, Rich.
Yeah, I mean, you're looking at 230. Like I said, 230, 170s are lightweight. 230, 270, 260.
Who's the 170?
It's a left guard. Left guard is the 170. The lightweight doesn't eat as much. Trey Bird, shotgun set. Mostick to his right. 3 wide. Look ball on the far side. Hash. Bison have gone to a 4-man front. Mostick, midline, has it 30, 35, and knocked out of bounds at about the 38 maybe. Picked up about 13 yards, close to 14 on first down carry, and they'll move the chains again, 1st and 10 Bennington.
Yeah,
go ahead.
I remember Joe saying that, they'll feed him the ball 40 times a game. So, I mean, this is – if you like what you're seeing, you're probably going to see a lot of it.
Yeah, exactly right. It's one of the best, if not the best back, one of them in Class B. McCook's seen a few this year, that's for sure.
Top 10 in the United States rushing per game.
Incredible numbers. 1st and 10. Bennington, their own 38 shotgun set. It's going to be Mostick coming left side, trying to find a hole. Well, the receivers do a great job blocking downfield. 45 midfield. Bison trying to go for a strip as well. Mostick right at midfield stripe, and it looks like he's got another pick up a game of 11. And they'll move the chains again. 1st and 10 for Bennington. Just a case of got to stop this offense somehow, some way.
Yeah, and Tegan Rice been such a great player for us all season, and if he's unable to play right now, that's really disappointing. I mean, not that that's going to make a huge difference, but I mean, big defensive lineman, and just sad that he can't play tonight.
Yeah, Branson McDonald out, Cole Thomas still out. Haven't had a chance to see those guys for a couple of weeks. Trey Bird will throw in 1st and 10 at midfield. Pass far side, going to be complete inside the 40, about the 36-yard line. A gain of about 14 yards. Caden Bloom, they're one of their, if not their top receiver, his first reception, and they'll move the chains downfield. 1st and 10, Badgers at the Bison 36-yard line. Clock running. 7:09 left first quarter. 7-0 Bennington. Score update brought to you by MMB Bank. Bennington comes out against pretty much same formation a lot with 3 wides, twins left, 1 receiver far side, motion man, little jet sweep back. Nope, she'll go inside with Mostick on a delay, inside the 20, 15, and about the 10 spins. He's still on his feet and knocked down at about the inside, looks like the 5-yard line. That's another 30-plus yard gain from Mostick, and they're going to move the chains, and looks like out of bounds at about the 5-yard line. Fake the jet sweep, had me sold on it that time. Go inside, give to Mostick, and it's first and goal from the 5-yard line for Bennington. Clock running, 6:43 left in this first quarter. Lights on here at Bennington.
Beautiful backdrop, Rich.
Yeah, it is. It really is. No question about it. Badgers, play clock down to 10. Gets to play in. Top seed winner gets you the Northwest Waverly. Whoever wins that one. Mostick on again. Nope, it's going to be Trey Bird. Play action. Pass back in the end zone. Touchdown. They had one-on-one coverage at the back of the end zone that time. And number 14, Weston Beck, junior wide receiver. As McCook's defense, I thought the midline was going to the right. Took it out. Hit Beck at the back of the end zone. It's 13-0.
It's the problem with those big chunk plays, those big chunk running plays, Rich. Then they go with that play action and everybody's biting into the backfield because the running is so prolific.
Extra point on by Vaughn Anderson is on the way and good. 6:21 left first quarter. It's all Bennington 14-0. Bison kickoff coming up shortly on KICX 96.1. We are back once again. Our little connection on KICX 96.1 having some difficulties. 14-0. Hopefully we're back. Courtney, let me know. Our YouTube channel, or we still have folks on the YouTube channel. So you got just a few internet. We're working. We're good. We're good. So, Kyle, if folks missed it on air, we got it on our YouTube channel. Bennington with the back of the end zone grab. 14-0, 5:45 left. Few internet issues. I think we got them resolved. Bison come out 1st and 10. Actually 2nd and 9 now. They got trips right. Shotgun set for Duggar. A little reverse action far side. Got some room. Gomez Wilson. Lucas on the far side. 35, 36-yard line. That's McCook's biggest gain. That was Jacob Gomez Wilson that time instead of Lucas. 20 instead of 13. Gain and had a nice game. Biggest gain of the night so far, Kyle.
Yeah, it looked like it was going to go for more than that, and then it closed down kind of quickly. I thought he was going to maybe get 12 or 15. So
5:13 left in the first quarter. 14-0. Bennington Bison got to get something going. Got a little bunch set here near side. Shotgun set for Duggar on 3rd and 3 at the 37. As Adam rolling out, gets out of pressure. Again, the official tripped him. Can you believe it? Move your big... And then Adam went down. Golly, jeez. Rolling out of the pocket, and the official doesn't get out of the way, and he gets tripped up, and it's 4th down.
Interesting. Just...
Well, you can see him on film. He needs to lose maybe a few pounds. Get out of the way.
Hey, I'm not saying anything to anybody about losing pounds.
Well, I'm not either, but I'm not as big as he is. Crying out loud. That's ridiculous. Get out of the way. Canyon Hosick back at about his own 5. Kick end over end. And McCook will down this, take a little bounce inside the 40, about the 32-yard line. Golly, jeez. I mean, the play's going and Adams rolling out.
Yeah,
I haven't seen that in ages.
I mean, that's literally 2 series in a row. Series before, you have pass interference that's obvious, and they don't call it. I mean, knocked him down, and then, ref in the way of that. So two series that the ref has.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, we haven't got a break. How about that wording? Probably should use that. Did not get any breaks. Bennington's back at it. 4:13 left in the first, up 14-0, and the Badgers want to come out. Trips go 4 wide look. Trips left, 1 receiver to the far side. Shotgun set for Trey Bird. Bison got to maybe sell out a little bit more, and they finally did. They brought an outside edge rush that time. Mostic, no gain. Nice job on the inside. I think it was Gary Capps, one of the linebackers, got him and helped out as well. It's going to be a loss in the play of 2 yards and bring up 2nd and 12.
Jason Pilgrim slow to get up on that play, but he's up and at it now, so...
2nd and 12. Bison defense got to get tough right here. Bennington scored on their first 2 drives. 1 via the run, via the pass. Bird shotgun set. 3 wide look, looking to throw, looking across the middle, complete. 40 and first down yardage, straight ahead by about a yard. Pass complete upfield to Nick Calvert. And that'll be a first down. Nice job, boy. They just upfield, find a spot, and Trey Bird hits him, and it's going to be 1st and 10.
Coach Gross, before the game, telling us, load the box. You got to load the box and stop the run, and then let everything else happen, and stop the run on first down.
Coach is up here. He's watching the game, of course. Got to go run the middle. Got to fake the midline. Trey Bird's going to throw, looking downfield. Got a receiver and throw him a little bit downfield too hard. Canyon Hosick on actually that was Hayden Norgard on coverage as they released. That was the 44. One of the tight ends, Austin Hoff's 6'2", 180, released that time. Incomplete pass brings up 2nd and 10.
They're calling this, the White Hat's calling something, but I don't know what he's calling. He was having a conversation with, holding on Bennington in the backfield, move the ball back.
And so that's we haven't had many hankies. We should have had one on the pass interference call that didn't get called.
Illegal man downfield.
Lineman downfield, okay. So it ends up being a 5-yard penalty instead of 10. 1st and 15. Ball spotted back at the about 37-yard line. First round Class B playoffs. Who is going to make that run to a Class B state title game in the Lincoln here in a couple of weeks? A lot of folks picking Bennington and Aurora to get in that championship game this year.
I don't know about Aurora, but my money's on Bennington, I think.
They're looking good so far. Midline's going to be Mostic between the tackles, 45 midfield, and hit just shy about the 48-yard line. Picked up a pretty good chunk of that right back. And they'll bring up 2nd down.
I tell you what, this kid's a great running back, but he's not going to like tomorrow morning. Logan Havlicek is just every single time he carries the ball, bringing his best shot.
Getting some licks. Logan, a senior. Boy, it could be his final game of his career right here.
Making him earn it.
Trips right. Shotgun set. Fake to Mostic. Roll out Bird. Far side. Complete. First down, 45-yard line out of bounds. Mitchell Anderson. And boy, Trey Bird's hitting everybody. I mean, he's got about completions to 3 or 4 different guys tonight. And it'll be 1st and 10.
Yeah, and he just has the one overthrow of the tight end. Other than that, he's perfect tonight.
1st and 10, Bennington in McCook territory, up 14-0 here in the first quarter. Now to the Bison 43-yard line. Bison 4-man front. 3 wide look. Mostic will get the carry. Left side. Bison, nice job bottling things up. Picked up 3. Alex Anthony on the bottom of the pile for McCook. And along with Leighton Carpenter as well.
Yep.
Young sophomore. Bring up a 2nd and 7.
Future's bright for that young man, Rich.
Oh, without a doubt. Without a doubt. Second and 8 they call it. Give him a gain of 2. 2-minute mark here, first quarter. 3 wide look. Bird will throw again. Looking across the middle. Actually, sideline and incomplete pass. Looking downfield. I would have been surprised if they would have thrown a flag, but the McCook defender downfield just put his hands up that time, and no contact. Incomplete pass. 3rd down.
And Duggar is like, hands up. Don't throw the flag. Please, I'm innocent.
So 3rd and 8 right here. Second incompletion by Trey Bird in this one.
Has Bennington had a 3rd down tonight?
I don't think so. Nope. This would be the first 3rd down conversion. 3 wide. Look, I go 4 wide. Twins both sides. Mostick the lone setback behind, right besides Bird on 3rd and 8. Looking to throw a little pass on the seam that time too. Incomplete pass right through the hands of Mitchell Anderson. Incomplete. Brings up 4th down.
You gonna go for it? They're not. Doesn't look like they're bringing a punter on.
Yeah, they'll go for it. Exactly right. Minute 46 left. And once again, the Bison hopefully get a stop here. Would get good field position.
Man, 4th and 7, and you're going for it. I mean,
just across midfield too.
Yeah, I mean, it's not like you're deep in their territory.
Yeah. Trey Bird, Twins both sides. On 4th and 8, drop back, so pressure by McCook, looking for the deep ball downfield. Pass going to be tipped and incomplete. Good coverage. Who was that down in coverage?
I'll tell you what,
that was Nate Renner down in coverage.
Nate Renner, fantastic coverage, and their quarterback got absolutely lit up.
I missed. I was looking downfield.
I don't know, but
I don't know either.
I'll tell you, he got planted. May have been a little bit just a touch late, but I mean they owed us. But it was fantastic, and he got planted. And what great coverage!
We'll take it. Bison get a much-needed turnover on downs. Come out at their own 41-yard line. Get something going here.
Throw it deep right here, I think.
Deep ball. Got Twins left. Back in the ice formation with Duggar under center. Going to be Jacob Gomez-Wilson between the tackles. Got over the 40. He started at the 41. Maybe picked up 1. Maybe 2 on the plays where they spot it. And bring up 2nd and long.
I take that back. The opposite of throwing it deep.
Run it between the tackles, huh? Minute 20 left. Bison have been in this part of the country before for playoffs when it came to Blair. Blair's just down the road. A couple of years ago, remember that trip? I think it's the Blair Bears.
The Blair Bears.
The Blair Bears.
The Blair Bears.
The Blair Bears. Shotgun set for Duggar as we're hit a minute left in the quarter, and we have a flag in the play, and I think it was Bennington that might have jumped in the neutral zone. We'll give McCook some yardage and put them a little bit closer near midfield.
I like this. It's going in the
positive.
right direction.
Exactly, something positive. Pierce over Broken Bow, 7-0. We talked with Broken Bow offensive line coach, once again, Eric Ramsey, the McCook High School alum, in our pregame. And Bo is at home for that one against Pierce in a battle of 7-2 teams in that one. It's 2nd and 3. We're under a minute left, maybe the last play of the quarter. 14-0 Bennington lead. Duggar, shotgun set, 3 wide look, midline. And Adam, and the flare pass going to be in and through the hands of, through a hot pass, Lucas Gomez-Wilson near the sideline and couldn't handle it to bring up 3rd down.
Patrick Gross.
Was that Patrick on the far side?
Yep.
Man, I tell you, that's a long ways away from me. 12 instead of 13. I missed it by 1 number.
Yeah, well, really close. I'll tell you what, Reese is at home spotting for me, and he just told me that was my boy, Garrett Capps, who smoked the quarterback.
Was it Garrett? Okay.
Yeah, so you know what? Love it.
Reese should have been with us tonight.
He absolutely should have.
Yeah,
newlyweds.
Never mind, no comment. I'm not going to say
it. Hard to get away, right?
Yeah, okay. Duggar on a delay, a little counter, and that counter boot. It's going to be Adam trying to get the first down, straight ahead, first down yardage across midfield to about going to mark it out of bounds about the 49. He's got the Bison first down of the first quarter.
By about 3/4 of an inch.
Yeah. So 1st and 10, and they're in Bennington territory. Again, the Badgers had the ball, missed on a couple of passes. They missed on 4th down, and the Bison got it back, good field position at the 41, now up to the Bennington 49 with a new set of downs. Bison come out, the Patrick Gross to the near side. It'll be Gomez Wilson, and that's Bortner. Alex Anthony. I think it's Alex Anthony back in the eye. Duggar under center. Pro set. Ball on the far side hash. And Gomez Wilson between the tackles. An isolation. Nice job, Jacob, between the tackles across the 45, 42, 43-yard line. And that's a nice gain of about 6 yards on first down.
Yeah, I like it. We need to put a drive together here, just methodical, do it the right way. And I mean, so far so good.
It's 2nd and 4. That's going to do it for the quarter. Bison won't have another down. 14 of the Badgers back with quarter number 2 after the break. It's Bison football on KICX. Rich and Kyle back here at Bennington. Bison trail at 14-0 to the top seed. Bennington Badgers, but McCook's on the move. Got a good drive going. On 2nd and 4 now at the Bennington 43. Pro set, ball on the near side hash. Gomez Wilson, Anthony, as Jacob has good room. Isolation across the 35, 33-yard line. Solid 10-yard gain for Jacob Gomez Wilson. The Bison move the chains, 1st and 10.
Yeah, Bison saying we have a running back of our own, right?
Without a doubt, he's got to keep him healthy. Boy, last year was a sophomore, and then this year, dang it, and no kid wants to sit on the sidelines and need that number 20 out there a lot. Receivers both sides. Once again, actually goes shotgun set, and out of the backfield is Gomez Wilson in motion. Duggar, and around the midline, going to be, was that Anthony that time for a couple of yards, maybe about the 30. Alex got the call to about the 30-yard line. Gain of 3 brings up 2nd and 7. On the top of the Badgers. October just about over, getting ready for November, and that means high school football playoffs. Second round of D1 this tonight, and of course A, B, C1, C2, 6-man just starting tonight. That pregame coverage on the Hawk with Arapahoe and also Perkins County starting up here shortly. Shotgun set from McCook on 2nd and 8 of the Bennington 31. Duggar will throw past the sideline, going to be a little bit wide. Just a tad wide over on the far sideline for that Patrick Gross again.
Yep.
And brings up 3rd and 8.
I'm not sure that was going to be, there was going to be much that Patrick could have done with that had he caught it.
Bring up big 3rd and 8. Probably 4-down territory if you miss. Yeah, that's a long field goal if you miss it on 3rd down right here. So it's probably 2 downs to make 8 yards. We're just underway second quarter here from Bennington. 14-0 Badgers score in the first 2 series. Bison held on their 3rd series. One setback, one by Duggar under center, 3 wide look, run inside with Anthony on 3rd and 8. And I think that's maybe the idea of Coach Petrosky why you're running on 3rd and 8, just to pick up maybe 4 yards and make it a more manageable 4th down right here. And this will bring up 4th and about a long 5 for the first down.
Yeah, long 5.
Now you would think McCook would throw it somehow, some way.
Yeah, I don't know.
Gomez Wilson's either one, get him out in the flat, get him out in space where they can run. Patrick Gross split out wide. You got Nate Renner out there as well. You got Jacob Gomez Wilson winged to the far side. They got trips right. Anthony to the right of Duggar. Shotgun set him 4th and 6. Rolls the pocket out. Pass going to be downfield. Complete. And a Bison first down. Still on his feet down the far sideline. They didn't rule him out, I don't think, and he's downfield. Who's that? Jacob Gomez Wilson.
At the 11.
Winged. They ran sideline route. Got him down the far sidelines. 1st and 10. Good McCook at the 11.
Yeah, good play call. I like it.
This will be big for McCook for the confidence to get some points on the board. Early second quarter on the move. They'll come out trips left here. Ball on the far side hash with Duggar shotgun set against his Bennington defense. And Adams going to run himself between the tackles. Nobody picked him up. He bowls his way in for the touchdown. Adam Duggar from 10 yards out. It's like Bennington, it's like they stopped. Didn't tackle or wrap up at all.
I don't know, Rich.
Kyle's speechless on that one.
I watched the same thing happen in the Packers game last night, so I don't know.
Jeez. I mean, Adam's running, and it's just like he's kind of tiptoeing his way around trying to avoid blue shirts. It's like nobody's good blocking up front. It'll be Hunter Hansen on to kick the extra point and a Horizon Bank touchdown. Steve, we got her in. The extra point's on the way and good. 14-7. Bennington on the big Bison score and a Horizon Bank touchdown. Back with the kickoff next. It's Bison football on KICX. We're back to Bennington. Big score, Kyle. Big score. Adam Duggar, 10-yard run, just what the doctor ordered.
Yeah, man, that was awesome. I love it.
Needed it in the worst way.
You got the fourth down conversion. Just a great drive, Rich.
Much needed. And just the Bennington defense, like, where were they at?
They're going to squib it again?
Yeah, Patrick Gross will, and yet got a squib kick it far side. Picked up about the 20. 25, looking for blockers, 30, 34-yard line, give or take, and be first and 10 once again for Bennington.
Who do they have back deep? I guess I didn't look.
They have Owen Douglas, Quentin Archer, were kind of the Holtz. Nope, yeah, he's one of the three return guys, but they haven't had a chance at all. McCook hasn't even tried to kick deep at all. So Bennington has it. This is their fourth series. They scored in their first two. Gave it up on downs in their third one. 4 series in the first half. 9:46 left in the second quarter. Bennington up by a touchdown, 14-7. Trey Bird shotgun set. 3 wide look again. Bird is going to be Mostick left side. Has some room. 40, 45. And Mostick for a nice gain. Looks like about 13-yard gain. Boy, some big holes on the left side of the offensive line. Couldn't quite grab him, and it's going to be first and 10.
He hit it fast. Brad Gillen out there says, see what happens when the refs stay out of it?
Yep, good point. First and 10, Bennington on the run by Mostick. Bison 4-man front. Can be Mostick going to be going right side, right coming at us. 45, 40, 35, 30, 25, 20, 15. You saw a hold in there?
Oh, yeah, the tight end just totally drug our guy down by his. Oh, look, the ref got ran over again.
Which one? The white hat?
No, the black hat.
Oh.
He's hurt. But he's
feeling it a little bit? Okay.
Yeah, feeling a little bit.
Anyway, don't get the break there. And a big run by Mostick down to about the 14-yard line. For actually at a mark at about the 16-yard line. First and 10 for Bennington. They came right at us. We could see it. Or Kyle saw the hold. I didn't.
Yeah, well, you know, you win some, you lose some. They say there's holding on every play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 14-7 Bison. Trying to get a defensive stand right here. A big Bennington offensive line has been tough. 3 wide again. Shotgun set. Shotgun pretty much every snap. Mostick will run it left, and Bison plug that way. Nice job of feeling. Oh, they had him filled, but he got out of it. Dove his way ahead for about 3 yards. Boy, had him bottled up, line of scrimmage, no gain. Couldn't quite drag him down. Brings up 2nd and 7.
I feel like I've complained about the refs a lot this year. I think my New Year's resolution, Rich, is going to be to try to not be so critical of refs. I know they play those public service announcements and all those things, so I'm trying to be better about that in the new year.
Well, yeah, Yeah. Motion man to the far side, Shepin. They'll give it on a jet sweep, and he still got it. 10-yard line, about the 9 before he's hog-tied on the far side. That time by Duggar after a gain of a couple of yards. Down about the 9-yard line. This will bring 3rd and short. The only beef, it's like, on the play that we're talking about, Adams rolling out. Get out of the way. Get out of the way. Third and about 3, we'll call it. Ball on the far side hash. Trey Bird, shotgun set, little pistol look. And Mostick between it. Bird's going to keep it himself, and he overthrew the receiver here near side. Intended receiver was Seth Weapon again, who just got that jet sweep. Overthrow him on the near side. As coverage over here on the near side.
Don't see any sign that they're going to come off the field.
No.
You get a stop on 4th and 3 and stop them on downs in 2 in a row because they go for it on 4th down.
Yep, that would be great. Havlicek on the coverage again from McCook. So you would think they're going to run the ball. I mean, with Mostick, see if the Bison can maybe bring some extra bodies, fill some gaps here. 4th and 3, shotgun second. They'll run a little speed option here near side. Bird's going to take it himself inside the 5, and he's in for the touchdown. Boy, a little speed option here near side. And what do you cover? Got good blocking here on the near side, and Trey Bird in from 8 yards. I'm sorry, it was about 8 yards out, and Bennington Badgers get on the board again. That's a tough play to stop right there, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I don't know what you do there.
As Bird on the 8-yard touchdown run. Extra point coming up from Vaughn Anderson here shortly. Snap's good, holds good, and it's going to be on the way, and it is good. It's a 21-7 Bennington lead. Back with the Bison kickoff. They'll receive the kickoff next on Kicks 96.1. And back here to Bennington, the kickoff, and McCook will have a chance to return. Canyon Hosick has about the 10. Trying to find a seam here, and he's going to make about the 15-yard line. Just couldn't get upfield. Find some holes, and McCook's got the long field to go in this one. To Kyle, 1st and 10 at their own 15-yard line. 7:46 left. First half, Bennington up 21-7.
Yeah, I gave you my New Year's resolution. Now I'm going to give you my Christmas list.
Okay. Okay.
How about a long grinding drive that lasts about 7 minutes and 46 seconds, followed by McCook receiving the ball out of the...
That's right. We get the ball to begin the half because we kicked off. I'd take that in a heartbeat. No question about it. Bison come out 3 wide, look twinge right, ball on the near side hash. Duggar shotgun set. And boy, I tell you, the defensive lineman that time, Chevalier Curry, how he wasn't offsides is beyond me.
He could have taken the pitch.
He almost took the pitch that time. It's going to be a gain of 1, brings up 2nd and 9. How he was, boy, he timed either that, maybe he timed the count.
And he's fast.
Yeah.
I guess technically that was a handoff.
Got a heck of a name, Chevalier Curry. That's right. Well, he really got in the backfield in a hurry. It's 2nd and 9 after a 1-yard gain. Twin receivers right. Motion man on the near side. Lucas Gomez-Wilson will turn around, go back the other way, and it's Bennington offsides. They switch. They had 2 guys twitch up front. Maybe a little hard count by Adam that time. That'll give him 5 yards and make it 2nd and 4 for the first down. Hey, thanks to our great sponsors, Clinton, Wagner Ford, Wagner Chevy, Bison Drive to the game. Great service department, each location. Call Larry at the Wagner Ford Toyota store, Cody at the Wagner Chevy Buick store. Once again, both locations in McCook. 2nd and 4 after the offsides penalty. Duggar, it'll be Jacob Gomez-Wilson, and Jacob hit line of scrimmage and maybe dove his head away, I think about a yard and a half. And this will bring up 3rd and short.
3rd and 2?
3rd and 2, yep. Yeah, it was good to talk to Coach Gross. We talked to him out here about before the game, during our pregame up here about 20 minutes off air. And of course, he's going down to watch the big UNK Northwest Missouri matchup tomorrow.
Yep. Big game.
Had a interview with DJ Gross, his son, today, coming back from a hamstring injury. Getting more reps all the time, getting some playing time at linebacker. Big third and 1, we'll call it. As Gomez Wilson coming to the near side. A 3 wide set, shotgun set for Duggar. Once again, 3rd and short. Fakes the give, spins around, out in the flat, going to be complete, and a good, can't be leaned ahead. We had, I thought, a one-on-one situation out in the open that time, but a great job by Bennington on defense, and no gain. This will bring up 4th and 1.
Man,
Actually, we got a pretty good spot.
Yeah.
Yeah, this will be 4th and very short. Boy, here it is, 4th and short on your own 23, Kyle.
Is it too early to say this is the game?
On your 24, I should say, just shy of the 25, sorry. But, yeah, you better make it. Extra tight end in there, 1 wide out. Maybe they hard count and try to draw him off sides again. Adams up there barking, and now McCook you had some time, I think. Or was the play clock running down? Maybe it was. Timeout, McCook. 5:14 left. Bennington 21, McCook 7. Back after the break. It's Bison football on KICX 96.1. Back here to Bennington, Rich Barnett, Kyle Delaveau. Once again, Bison football, Class B playoff round number 1. And hanging in there, Bennington with a 21-7 lead. But McCook, Kyle not going to do it. Darn it, 4th and short, they're going to punt the ball away. Because if you don't make it, yikes.
Yeah, but if you don't make it, or if you do make it.
Short snap. Hosick goes between his legs. He's trying to retrieve. Can he get it? Tries to kick it. And it's going to be off of Bennington player in the end zone. It's going to be a safety.
Bennington kicked it out of the end zone. That's interesting. Never seen that before.
I mean, I don't think it was on purpose kick, but just tried to pick it up and inadvertent kick, and it goes out of the end zone for a safety.
Hey, I'm going to hindsight's 20/20. Go for the 4th down.
Can we just rewind everything and go for the 4th down?
I don't think they let you do that.
So 5:05 left, and the safety giving up that time on the short snap to Kenny. He was trying to pick it up, and he's looking up and trying to pick it up and everything, and just couldn't quite do it. And he tried to kick it away, but kicked with pressure, and then it went out the back of the end zone, and a safety 23-7.
Yeah, nothing Canyon could do there. I mean, it was the snap was low and just kind of doomed, unfortunately.
So the Bison will get a free kick now, Kyle.
I don't know why they call it a free kick. They should call it a hard kick, because you got to defend way more of the field than you do on a normal kickoff. I mean, so do you kick it deep here? Do you squib it? What do you do? Patrick's got a big leg. I mean, I think they're kind of up. I think you try to kick it over their head. What do you think?
Yeah. They've got, as you look, we'll show on our YouTube channel, as shortly got guys up to about the 35, 40-yard line. Of course, their front row players are all the way up to the Bison 30-yard line. As Patrick Gross will tee it up once again after the safety. Bennington scoring their first 2 series. Bison couldn't get anything going. Held them on downs. Got a drive going. Adam Nugger 10-yard run. Extra point was good. And then Bennington comes down and makes it 21-7. And there was a safety as McCook punted on 4th and 1 and couldn't quite handle it. It was a low snap. Bennington, a good return. Midfield, 45, and he's gone. Bison couldn't get a tackle. It's going to be about a 60-yard punt return for a touchdown by Mitchell Anderson. And that's a backbreaker right there, Kyle.
If I had to guess, Rich, I'm not a rocket scientist, but I'm guessing that's why we're squibbing it.
It's because of that guy right there.
Yeah.
Yep.
Most likely.
Once again, Mitchell Anderson on we'll call it a 60-yard touchdown on a kickoff return. Extra point by Vaughn Anderson is on the way, and it is on the way and good. 30-7 at the 4:53 mark. Back with the kickoff coming up shortly. KICX 96.1. HighPlainsRadio.net, KICX app, and the KICX 96.1 YouTube channel. Great night from high school football, weather-wise, but on the scoreboard, not so much for the Bison as they are falling behind now 30-7, just like that, 21-7, the safety against McCook on the mishandled, the low punt, the low snap on a punt, and Canyon, bless his heart, just couldn't pick it up and did manage to get the punt off, but it hit somebody and went out the back of the end zone. And the next play on the kickoff, Kyle, a 60-yard kickoff return by Mitchell Anderson. And the kick for McCook right here. Still got 4:53 and a timeout. Hosa comes up, runs up 15-yard line, straight ahead, 20, and about the 25-yard line, 1st and 10, McCook. Say thanks for all of our great sponsors, including Pinnacle Bank, also Runza, Devaney Motors, Tobias Dental, Volts Plumbing and Heating, Party Electric, also Wagner Chevy, Wagner Ford, MMB Bank, Hot Tub Brokers, Herman Jones Funeral Chapel, great sponsors helping us out. Bison football tonight on KICX 96.1.
Yeah, we knew it was going to be a tough game, Rich. Knew that we needed to play pretty well.
Yep.
About a perfect game, and we needed Bennington to, help us out, and so far that hasn't been the case.
McCook will come out, go bunch set right. Extra tied in. Jacob Gomez-Wilson, the lone setback in the toss. Jacob trying to get inside. Good runner in 40-45. Midfield. Down the far sideline. And tackle made about the 40-yard line. Great run. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. 35-yard gain. Biggest gain of the night for Jacob Gomez-Wilson.
Fantastic run. I got to point this out because to me it's just fantastic.
Yeah.
Did you see who was chasing him down the field?
Who
had the angle? You break a run like that and the corner's chasing you down the field. Number 76, the defensive lineman.
Oh, really?
Is catching him from behind.
Yikes.
I don't
That's
know.
how good athletes. Yeah, pretty good athletes. Great run by Jacob into Bennington territory. High snap. Duggar and the Zion quarterback keeper goes right and escapes one tackle. And, boy, hit hard about the 35-yard line, but picked up 4 yards on the play. Nice job by Duggar. That was a design, had been designed, kind of a high snap, bring up 2nd and 6. So McCook's got over 4 minutes left and a timeout. Gosh, get some points, and we'll get some type of points on the board here.
Yeah, it'd be really great if they could do that, wouldn't it, Rich?
Because then you'll get the second half kickoff.
Yeah.
Trips to the left here, right in front of us. Shotgun said that, I think, to Anthony right next to Duggar.
Weston Walgren on the outside.
And it'd be Anthony, maybe for a yard, and that's about it. Weston getting to some snaps, 84, that's exactly right. Got some wheels. Of course, a key part of Coach Sugaroo's 3,200-meter relay team that did well last year. And Weston, good half-miler, too. 3:38 left in the second, 30-7 Bennington. Score update brought to you by, once again, MAB Bank. Bison with a big 3rd and 7, 4. It's 4-down territory right here. It's 2 downs to make 7 yards. Duggar shotgun set. Adam rolls the pocket out. Still looking. Can't find anything. Tucks in and runs. Can he find a lane? Spun and down at about the 32, 33. Picked up 3. This will bring up 4th down.
Wow. Jacob was open.
Was he?
So open.
Yeah. And we'll go for it here, Kyle. On 3rd and 4th and about 3 right here.
Yeah, got to get this, Rich.
4th and 3. Under 3 minutes left. McCook's got a timeout if they need it. Lucas Gomez-Wilson split out wide right. It's Patrick Gross left. Jacob Gomez-Wilson the slot here near side. Duggar on the shotgun. will look to throw and pass. That's a long throw here from the near side for Patrick Gross. And short hopped him. Incomplete pass, and Bennington will take over and downs. That's a long throw. And just couldn't quite get it there. And Bennington will take over 1st and 10.
Yeah, kind of asking a lot from Adam to ask him to throw that out there. It's kind of a little out route, but,
yeah.
I mean, he was 30 yards across the field.
So now hopefully the Bison just keep it at bay right here and keep that score the way it is at 30-7 and nothing more. Trey Byrd to bring this offense out. They've had a lot of games, 30-plus points more. As shotgun set, 3 wide look. It's going to be Mostick trying to get the edge right side. Bison they got multiple, I think a couple of flags came out.
Yeah, holding on Bennington.
As Bison did a pretty good job of bottling Mostick up on the edge that time. Nice job, no gain of play, and this will bring up, back him up 10 and take first down over. On the hold against the offense. 2:26 left in the half. Bennington's got all 3 timeouts, and they need them. This will bring up 1st and 20. So maybe a little bit more than 20. Maybe not. It's about 1st and 20. Trey Byrd shotgun set. Again, they go about 3 wide every single time. Mostick behind Byrd. And midline right between the tackles. That time Mostick picked up about 5 on the plate, about the 20. We're just shy of the 25. And brings up 2nd and long. Really no sense of urgency right now from Bennington. But as we've watched, they can strike big at the head really quick via their offense and also their special teams as well.
They're a pretty complete team, Rich.
They do, yep. No question. If they win, they will host again. Well, it's the thing with Class B and a lot of classes that those top seeds are going to get home games. Wish they would have had that from a couple years ago when we were the top seed. Mostick got the edge, got a first down, 35, 40, 45, out of bounds. Did he make midfield? Just shy of midfield, about the 48-yard line. Moving the chains again. Got out of bounds to stop the clock, I do believe.
Yep.
Saved their time. They got 3 timeouts. And they'll bring up 1st and 10 with 1:28 left. We need your friend and I, and mine, BG, to put him on the sidelines and give him a microphone or something like that, don't you think?
Absolutely. I think he'd be fantastic.
Older brother did that for us many, many years ago. Lance was great, and so we need to try him one time at this. As Mostick out of a tackle, 45, tripped up right before the marker, I think. Just barely that time, tripped up by Garrett Capps. It's going to bring up 2nd down.
How about this one? BG, Grandpa Brad.
Yeah, congrats. Yep, he's a grandpapa. I asked him the other day, hey, you going to change a diaper? Not a chance. Nope. That's just lame. That's just really lame. Grandparents do that. Trey Byrd will throw. Looking downfield sideline and pass.
Wow.
Did he catch that one-handed?
Yeah.
Right in front of us. Right in by Matt Nichols that time. And there's that big tight end. They went to him earlier, but their tight end, Austin Hoffs, kind of a one-handed catch. And did he get the first down or just short of the first down?
He's short. Yeah.
Yeah, they're going to burn one of their 3 timeouts with 56 seconds left. We're back to Bennington coming up shortly on KICX 96.1. Back here to Bennington, Friday night, final Friday of October. Halloween weekend coming up. Snow in the forecast for Sunday night into Monday, and Class B playoff football. It's 2nd and 2 on the 8-yard gain. A great catch that time by Austin Huffs. As Bennington burns one of their 3 timeouts. Trey Byrd will throw. Still looking. Plenty of protection. Wide open across the middle inside the 20, about the 16-yard line was Isaac Connor. It's going to be 1st and 10. Gosh, just what you didn't want to see as a score right before the half, Kyle.
I did. I did want to see a score
this
right before the half. I wanted to see a big Bison score right before the half, Rich.
3 wide look, Bird, run a little speed option. He scored in this play last time, and that's this time Bison bottled things up. Fumble on the play. Scramble, and the Bison bench not reacting like we got it, so I think Bennington's got it, or that bench would have went bonkers on the far side, and Bird, the speed option the far side, just Bison, nice job cutting off the edge, and then dropped the ball, and I think Bennington got on top of it.
He just tried to shove it in Mostek's face at the last minute, like it was like he was going to be able to do something with it. Oh.
So it's going to be a loss in the play, and Bennington will burn another timeout, I think. They're going to burn another timeout. They got one left. It's going to be first and about, well, they mark it about 16. We'll return to Bennington shortly on KICX 96.1. Back here to Bennington, 31 seconds left as Bennington burns their second of 3 timeouts. It's 2nd and 18 after the loss that time. Badgers trying to get some points on the board again. They have a 30-7 lead here in the late second quarter. Bison will get the ball back once again, second half to begin the half. Shotgun set for Bird, 3-step drop, looking toward the end zone, a little fade, and it's going to be out of bounds. No chance for Caden Bloom that time. Tried to drag the foot, the toes that time, ran out of room. This will bring up 3rd down.
Not a bad look.
Yeah. Not quite to the end zone. Nate Renner on the coverage here near side. And bring up 3rd down. Join us tomorrow morning, Coach's Coffee Club. We're live from St. Ertz Bakery in the Beer Rock Cafe with a recap of the past week in high school and college sports. Conversations with all your favorite coaches. Looking forward to the show. We'll recap this game, all the football scores from tonight. With a lot of, we got 3 Class D1 area teams in action. District volleyball tomorrow. We'll take a look tomorrow morning, 8 o'clock from St. Ertz. 3rd and 18. Birds will throw a little delay to Mostek. 20, 15, down to the 10. Got to tackle him. It's going to be 1st and goal down to the 5-yard line. On the delay that time, thinking they're going to throw it again on 3rd and 18. Not the case. Mostek straight up the gut. It's 1st and 10 at about the 4-yard line. And Bennington will burn their final timeout to stop this clock instead of a play. Thanks again, all of our great sponsors, including our Wagner Ford, Wagner Chevy drive of the game. Boy, the Highlander is a sweet vehicle. Considering a different vehicle, Chris and the guys at Wagner Ford, Wagner Chevy here to help. Savings on their new and pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs. Test drive your new ride today at either Wagner location. Wagner Ford Toyota, 211 West 2nd Street, Wagner Chevy, 201 East B Street in downtown McCook. Stolen McCook can get a stop here. It's probably, you got time for a couple of plays. If you're McCook, what do you expect right here? Because, well, run first, pass second.
Speed option.
Again, like they did with Bird.
Yeah, I mean, it's a lot. It's a lot to defend, although we strung it out last time.
Yep.
But,
They scored about the same, along the same, maybe a little bit farther back, but last drive, 30-7, 15 seconds left, and the run midline on the play action. Bird's going to tuck it and run and walks in. We didn't have the middle covered up that time as McCook can drop back and they can pass, and it's going to be a 5-yard touchdown run by Trey Bird to make it 36-7. And the extra point is coming up shortly. Vaughn Anderson for the extra point. Holds good, kicks on the way, and it is good. 37-7 Bennington with 10 seconds left. Back with the kickoff. Next, KICX 96.1. Richard Kyle back here at Badger Field in Bennington. Badgers up 37-7. Kyle with 14-7. We're thinking, after Duggar had the 10-yard touchdown run, we're okay. We're good. And even at 21-7, hey, we can go into halftime at 21-7. We're still good. But boy, the safety and boy, the kickoff return and then this and boy, 37-7, that's a big number on the board.
Seems like forever ago, and it was like 10 minutes.
Yeah.
A lot has gone. A lot has happened since then.
Kick is a squib kick again. McCook will pick it up, and we fell on it. Couldn't quite get up, and Leighton Bortner's fell on about the 18-yard line, and McCook will have one play, and we'll call it good for the half. Coming up.
And I know that you probably kneel it here, but I mean, I don't know, throw it deep or something. That deep route that Jacob Gomez-Wilson ran earlier, and he was open on that play for sure. They're probably not expecting that, I'm guessing.
I think they've got a couple of some blue shirts, a lot of them back here, and got a little prevent, so to speak, back at about the 35-yard line. And McCook's going to take a knee and call it good and go into halftime locker room. They will get the ball to begin the third quarter. Badgers, the number one ranked team in Class B, top seed, 37-7. Kyle and I will be back to talk about it here from Badger Field in Bennington. Coming up shortly, KICX 96.1. Richie Kyle back here at Bennington High School. Halftime score 37-7. Kyle, Bennington's good. No question. Mostic is a heck of a back. Their offensive line just opens up, and the receivers block so well. You know, I got a couple of early scores. We came back, got a score on a Duggar 10-yard run. Extra point was good, but kind of that safety had the 21-7 the safety, and then the kickoff return, and boom, they come right down, and Trey Bird gets an 8-yard touchdown run, and boom, it was 37-7 just like that.
Yeah, they're a really athletic team, Rich. I mean, even the offensive line, defensive line, their big guys are really athletic, move really well. They're not, one thing they're not multiple. I mean,
Right.
they're coming out in the same set every time, and you kind of know what they're going to do at this point. They run Mostek, they run speed option, they run play action pass. That's pretty much the extent of it.
Right.
But they're just big, they're athletic, and they get it done.
Some other scores, some playoffs going on. Dundee County Stratton with kind of having a battle a little bit, 30-20, second quarter in Benkelman against Nebraska Christian. Harding and Cedar Catholic over North Platte St. Pat, 14-7. Other scores, Pierce over Broken Bow. That's a halftime score, 13-0.
It's a good Broken Bow team.
Yeah, it is a good That's an 8-9 matchup. That's an 8-9 matchup, no question about that. And that's all I can find there. I know our good buddy Greg Tetley has been once again. Hey, Connor. He is back to challenge me in tennis over at halftime. I think he is. Wallace leading in their playoff game 32-20. Hitchcock County, Neely Oakdale having a battle of 14-6 Falcons at half. That game at Hitchcock County. Arapahoe and Perkins County just kicked off at 7 o'clock. Mark Searcy has that game on 103.9 The Hawk. And that's the latest on that. Earlier, it was Elkhorn over York in Class B, 36-0. A lot of other games just kicked off at 7. And, of course, out west at Scotts Bluff. Scotts Bluff and Beatrice, that game will kick off, I think, in an hour, about an hour, 7 o'clock Mountain Time. So that'll be a late start. Be interesting if the Bluffs. Beatrice, pretty good team. Can Scotts Bluff win that first round game? 37-7 here. A lot of time on the halftime clock. We'll take a break here from some of our great sponsors. We'll get a Fox News update as well, and back with more in just a bit here on KICS 96.1. Halftime score here at Bennington, 37-7. Badgers, the number 1 seed, once again over the number 16 seed, McCook. Thanks to all of our great sponsors. Again, thanks to Tobias Dental, Vols Plumbing and Heating, Devaney Motors, runs Wagner Chevy, Wagner Ford, Carpenter Berlin Funeral Home, also McCook Clinic, Nebraska Land Tire, Southwest Nebraska Physical Therapy. Update on the Hawk. That game, Mark Searcy down at Arapahoe. It's Perkins County with an early lead. First quarter over Arapahoe, 8-0. Mark's got that one at 1-3-9. The Hawk, Dundee County Stratton at the half leads Nebraska Christian 30-20. And last check it was Hitchcock County over Neely Oakdale 14-6. Interesting thing with Hitchcock and Arapahoe, if they win, they both face off at the quarterfinals coming up next week, and that game would be in Arapahoe. Coming up next week. So, again, Perkins County 8-0 over Arapahoe. Dundee County Stratton's got a lead at halftime 30-20. Hitchcock County 14-6 over Neely Oakdale at half as well. Some other Class D1, area Class D1 schools. Tomorrow we've got volleyball on the Hawk. Mark Searcy and I will be down in Holdridge High School for Cambridge and Central Valley. That'll be a pregame start about 4:45, 4:50. First serve at about 5 o'clock. Good luck to Cambridge there. Also, good luck Maywood Hayes Center. They have an 11 o'clock game down in Arapahoe against Lawrence Nelson in Class D2. And Wandee Palisade will play Grand Island Northwest against Wynot. And that is tomorrow as well. As the road to Lincoln, the state volleyball tournament continues with district finals across the state coming up again on Saturday. Kyle, 3.5 minutes left on the clock. They'll put a little bit more. Bison over in the corner of the end zone. That's where they're huddled up on this halftime. And just keep playing. I mean, 37-7. That's all you can do. Just keep battling.
Just keep battling. I mean, obviously, seniors is the last time they're going to put on a football uniform for most of them. Maybe some of them will, do something after this, but most of them, this is their last night, so they're going to want to play as much as they can, and probably, like to see a great effort. I know, Logan Havlicek all night long been hitting hard, giving it a great effort. The seniors certainly didn't want to go out this way, but every year there's a time when the season comes to an end. It looks like probably tonight is going to be it for the Bison.
Well, you look at the numbers for Bennington. Boy, they got a lot of kids out, and that's not even counting. Well, it's counting a few freshmen. Well, 1, 2, 3, 4. I count 4 freshmen. They have, let suit up by apparently, but the rest, I mean, this big team, large numbers.
Yeah,
Bennington.
yeah, and obviously, there's if you look at Nebraska, you look at the way things are right now. There's a lot of people that are leaving rural areas and moving to the cities. Lincoln's getting bigger. The Lincoln, Norris, Waverly, Omaha, all of these places are growing like crazy. Connor Larson was up here and he's like, yeah, this is far from everything. And we're like 15 minutes from Westroads Mall or whatever.
Sure.
And so we're really not that far from everything. But, this place is going to continue to grow. It's big now. This is a big Class B school. And they're not going to let it get above Class B. So that's why, 4 years from now, 5 years from now, they're going to have another school here, and they'll have 2 Class B schools. But a lot of kids out for football, Rich.
And it's been talked about. I don't know if you and I talked about it on air, but it's going to be talked about. McCook possibly. But some talk of dropping out of C1 next year.
Yeah, I would be very surprised if we're not C1 next year. Let's put it that way.
Mm-hmm. With just the numbers, kind of on the bottom tier of Class B and the way things are. And that would mean schedule-wise be kind of interesting. The old days of the Ogallala's and the Cozad's and the Gothenburgs, and gosh, do you rekindle the battle with Chase County to the west there? I'm not, I don't know how the schedule would go. Do you keep some of your teams that you have in the schedule? Will they want to play you if they're a C1? A B school want to play a C1 school because the points-wise wouldn't help as much. Who knows?
Right, and I mean, depending on who it is, I think we're going to be competitive with some B schools.
Oh, without a doubt,
right?
Yeah.
And at the same time, that's probably dangerous too, because if you get beat by a C1 school, that's probably even worse for you, I'm guessing. And so, like you said, it'll be interesting, but possibility of playing teams like Gothenburg, Holdridge, Minden, Broken Bow, a lot of teams that we've seen in the past. So. Have we ever played Broken Bow? I don't ever remember playing McCook in our.
In football, no. And in the sports, basketball, yeah.
Right.
Southwest Conference meets now. We're in the Southwest Conference together.
Right. But as far as football, I don't remember. 1995, right? When did McCook win the state championship that year? I believe
we were runners up. We lost to Hastings in the championship game. Very, very good. Hastings was champion in '94 A one year and then B the next.
Yeah, that's right.
So yeah, but had a great. The coach Bob Fuller and had fantastic Justin Coleman, our good buddy T.J. Weimers and John Olson. Guys that are still around the McCook area now. Great team back in the day. Great team back in the day. But I don't think Broken Bow, I don't know. Maybe playing back in the 80s, maybe the 80s possibly.
I just remember McCook beating Holdridge in '95 and thinking, like, why don't we play McCook? But we didn't. So I'm glad we didn't.
That's right.
We got beat by a lot of teams that weren't nearly as good as McCook.
But Holdridge, then the 2000s, that's when you had the great, fantastic games with the Dusters. Boy, there was some dandies. We're taking one final break back for the kickoff, McCook and Bennington. Badgers up 37-7 at halftime. Back with the second half in just a bit on KICX 96.1. We are back here to Bennington, Nebraska. The Badgers and the Bison, Class B first-round playoffs. KICX 96.1, HighPlainsRadio.net, the KICX 96, the KICX 96.1 YouTube channel, and our KICX app as well. As Bennington will tee it up, and they will kick off here to begin the second half. Bison hopefully get a good drive going. Haven't had a long drive tonight, but had the one scoring chance. Adam Duggar on a 10-yard touchdown run. Bennington defense pretty good. Boy, the offense has been pretty good as well. Bison hopefully a good second half here. Tall ordered asked to come back from 30 points down on the road. Ready to get things going here. As Kenyon Hosick, Lucas Gomez-Wilson, Brett Fraker back deep. And here we go with Vaughn Anderson to kick this thing off. And kick is going to be handled by Hosick again. He's got a fair share of times tonight, 10, 15, 20. And Canyon about the 23, maybe the 24-yard line, 1st and 10. McCook, their first series of this third quarter. Boy, it's getting a little chilly out here, Mr. Delaveau.
It is. I brought my coat, but I didn't bring it over here. So I'd probably have it on if I had it.
Put on an extra layer before we made our way over to set up, but it's not terrible.
Beautiful, beautiful night.
Look at the flag and no hardly any. It's just a touch of a breeze, but nothing much at all. That weather's going to change on Sunday night, Monday, folks. Get ready for back in southwest Nebraska. 35 for a high on Monday with a chance of light snow. Bunch set far side. Duggar toss pitch. It's going to be Jacob Gomez-Wilson. Can't go outside. Try to go inside, and the fill was there, and no gain on the play brings up 2nd and 10.
What'd Coach say at halftime?
I was just gonna add that's not my department. That's your department. that's all you. What did Coach say? What did Coach Petrosky say at halftime? I'm waiting.
I don't know. It's a harder one tonight for sure.
It is. And Lucas Gomez-Wilson split it wide here near side. Jacob far side. It's Patrick Gross split out wide. Duggar shotgun set on 2nd and 10. Adam looking left, looking now right. And it was a pick.
What a pick.
They got a pick. Far side. Kind of threw it in traffic, but a nice play with that. The linebacker stepped up and kind of got in Jacob Gomez-Wilson's grill right there and picked it off.
Yeah.
And a turnover.
Yep.
And really the first one of the night. I guess do you count that safety as a turnover? That's not really. It's a scoring play. I don't know if it feels like a turnover, but anyway.
It won't go in the turnover category.
Yeah, it's so the first true one right there from McCook as a pick that time, and Bennington's got the ball at the Bison 21-yard line. And again, Bennington with 3 wide set. That's pretty much the norm every single play. Trey Bird shotgun set. Rostick he's still in there to his right. Nope, that's Calvert in there. Got a little room. 20, 15. Calvert down inside the 10. About the 6-yard line. Broke a couple of tackles. About a 15-yard gain. First and goal for Bennington at about the 6.
This is a good football team, Rich. I mean, there's no doubt about it.
Yeah, this is what McCook did to teams back in the day. Back in the day, and just.
And again in the future.
And again in the future, hopefully. Exactly right. First and goal. It'll be Calvert between the tackles, and he's going to make it in there. 6-yard touchdown run for, once again, their backup, Nick Calvert, Jr. In there. Mostick might be done for the night. Boy, he's your horse. Why risk it? And it's 43-7. What's the...
That'd do it. 35 points, running clock.
Is it?
Yeah.
It will be Vaughn Anderson on for the extra point to make it a 44-7 ball game. Snap good, kicks on the way, and it is on the way and good. 44-7. Bennington with the score. We're back with the Bison kickoff coming up shortly. Kicks 96-1. Rich and Kyle back here at Bennington. The Bison turned the ball over on an interception. It was great. It looked like a great play by their linebacker. Got in front of Jacob Gomez-Wilson that time. And a couple of plays later, Nick Calvert from 6 yards out, and Bennington adds their point total. And always hate to see this, Kyle, is a running clock. Because, boy, that running clock, it makes the game go in a hurry, and you do not get many snaps at all.
No. It'll go fast from here, Rich.
Yep. As kicked by Anderson, it's going to be controlled far side and returnable. 5-10.
Fraker.
Brett Fraker with a return about the 21, 22-yard line. Brett had a long, was it kickoff or punt return at North Platte or Kearney? One of the.
He had a couple. He had a long one against Kearney for sure. He had a couple this season. Had a really nice year returning kicks and punts. And I'll tell you what, this season has just been a joy. Not only varsity games, but following the reserve and JV and 8th graders. So a lot of great football in our future.
Bright future. Yeah, a lot of great youngsters coming up. Bison have it their second series, 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line. As motion man Jacob Gomez-Wilson on the toss, trying to get the right side, and boy, Bennington could pursue and dumps away. Had some room, had a little crease there across the 25, 26-yard line. Ran in a room, cut back there, and gained about 4 yards in the play, bring up 2nd and 6.
Love to watch him run the football.
Oh, my gosh, he is fun. No question about it. A little bit of different twist that time. The Bison on that motion around the fullback and on the toss. Bison come out 3 wide. They got Jacob Gomez-Wilson split out wide right. Twins here left side. Duggar on shotgun at 2nd and 6. And run the midline. And Adam a little flare here near side. Lucas Gomez-Wilson first down and across the 35 by the 36-yard line. And out of bounds. The Bison move the chains. 1st and 10.
I really like that play call, Rich. We haven't seen that where we've seen those kind of wide receiver screens out there, but we haven't seen Adam with the option look and then throw the pass. It's a good-looking play.
Spot the ball at about 38 or 37-yard line. 44-7 Bennington. Clock is running. 8:42 left in this third quarter. As receivers the far side, Gross and also Lucas Gomez-Wilson. Jacob Gomez-Wilson wing to the far side. And Duggar will roll the pocket out. Roll it, still roll. Looking downfield, going to tuck it and run. 40. And hit about the 41. He gained about 4 yards in the play. And bring up 2nd and 6.
Lucas looks like he has a little hitch in his giddy up.
Hammy or?
No, maybe ankle
really?
Or
okay.
Foot or.
Yeah, I can see him just walking back to the huddle now. You can kind of see it just kind of.
Yeah.
Yeah. 2nd and, we'll call it 2nd and 5. Got a gain of 5 on the first down carry. Get some more scores. I need to put our good buddy Greg Tetley on the payroll for feeding me scores tonight. 3 wide look, Duggar. And out the flat is going to be Lucas Gomez-Wilson. Cuts it back in. At midfield. Got a first down. Yeah, he can make you look foolish out there sometimes, can't he?
Yeah, that DB looked silly right there. That was, that's fun.
After 1 quarter of play, Aurora leads Lexington 15-0. You thought I was going to say Lexington over Aurora, didn't you?
I did. I was like,
15-0 Huskies. Waverly over Grand Island Northwest. 3-0 the winner of that game will play the winner of this game.
I said a 21-point victory for Waverly. They're not starting very fast.
Perkins County 8-0 over Arapahoe. Can the Plainsmen go on the road 2 weeks in a row and get it done? They beat Bertrand last week, and they're on the road at Arapahoe. Little jet sweep here near side. Gomez-Wilson, Jacob, and just couldn't. Boy, nice penetration that time. Tried to put the brakes on and just nowhere. Going to be a loss of a couple of yards back at about the Bison 48-yard line.
I don't know who it was. I think maybe Bortner, but somebody just had a crushing block on that. Just not enough open space in front of him.
6:34 in the third, 44-7 Bennington. Bison come out. Nate Renner split out far toward the Bison sideline. Trips right. Duggar shotgun set. And Bortner in the fullback. And across the midfield stripe going to be complete. Lucas Gomez-Wilson far side, to believe.
Jacob.
Was it Jacob that time?
Yep.
And to about the 45-yard line. Got a nice chunky yardage back. This is going to still bring up 3rd and 6.
4 down territory, right?
All
night long.
Every down, yeah. No question about it. Nothing to lose from here on out. Nebraska football playoffs going again Friday. Of course, that put in, a year ago, last year or 2 years ago, where just everybody plays on Fridays. It's not the case on a Wednesday or on a Monday or something like that, but it's Fridays from here on out.
I like it.
Except when you get to the state finals and some different days. So Duggar rolled the pocket out in 3rd and 6. Looks back. He's going to be sacked. Went left, looked back right, and dove his way. Maybe, you think he lost a yard. It would bring up 4th down. McCook would go for it in 4th and 8. Good. We got a lot of Bennington folks across the way. A lot of Bison folks across the way. That's not a bad crowd for a 4.5-hour drive over here.
Not at all.
Saw like Connor Larson was here. Connor just lives down the way here, and I'm sure a lot of folks living in the Lincoln, Omaha area making their way up to watch this one. Bison come out with trips left. Need 8 yards for the first down. Dug on the shotgun. And still looking. Downfield going to be complete. Incomplete. Renner had it, and it was popped at the last second. Had it and hit, and Bison will give it up on downs.
There again, so many times tonight, nothing we could have done different. It was open. It was a good pass. He had it in his hands. Fantastic defense. They just made the play.
Yep. So Bennington will take over pretty much close to midfield at their own 47-yard line. Clock running. We're at 4:18 left, third quarter. Yes, it is running clock with a 44-7 lead. Trey Burr. They still have a lot of their starters still in, I'm sure. We'll probably see more guys in the fourth quarter. Mostek back in there. Kind of surprised. Midfield 45 down about the 41-yard line. Ooh, a little surprised in a 44-7 game. You got your horse in there.
Yeah, I mean, if he gets hurt, you feel silly, right? I mean,
yeah. I mean, I get it. You got to let him play, but he's got his fair share of carries. I think you got a ton of guys on the sideline who wouldn't get a chance to play. Maybe this is this group meeting with coaches down here, getting ready for it. Mostick will come right side here, trying to get the edge. Bison Phil nicely. Nice job. Renner coming up for help and run support that time. He gained 2. And gain of 2. Also, like Carbajal, 63 in there for the tackle as well.
You know, Rich. Oh, and he's coming off. He's hurt. You know.
They're going to be kicking themselves, I tell you.
He's hurt. I mean, legitimately.
Yeah.
You know, I guess the only thing I could think about is that he's in that national discussion for, you know, top 10 running backs. Maybe that means something.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. 2nd and 10 as Calvert back in there to replace him. And Calvert for a couple of yards, maybe picked up 2 just shy of the 35-yard line. And this will bring up 3rd down. 3rd and about 4 for the Bennington offense.
Backup's warming up now down on the backup quarterback, backup center, taking snaps.
Arapahoe has taken the lead on Perkins County, 12-8.
Right on.
Yeah. North Platte with the lead over Columbus in Class A, 7-3 Bulldogs.
That's surprising. Columbus is a good football team.
A pump fake Bird, little double move, going to the end zone. Bloom off his fingertips. Incomplete. Caden Bloom, little double move here against Nate Renner, near side, and brings up 4th and 4.
Garrett Capps and that quarterback know each other.
Did he hit him again?
He did, intimately.
Minute 50, clock running still, man, 4th and 4. Hopefully McCook, hey, get a stop right here, get your offense back in the field. See what you can do.
Yeah.
See what you can do on
Love it.
Yeah. 4th down. Got 4 wide look. Bird shotgun set. 3-step drop. Across the middle, going to be picked off. Adam Duggars has the pick. 30, 35, 40, 45 midfield, and down to the 45. The Bison get their first turnover of the ball game. And Adam Duggars dropping back a little center field action that time, and with a pick, and McCook will get the ball right back. I got to say a shout out to Adam's grandparents and good friends of mine, kind of almost my second parents growing up, and Ken and Carol Duggar, Ken Sr. and Carol are catching our action on our YouTube channel. And I saw Carol in the grocery store the other day. I said, "Gonna make the trip?" I said, "Nah, probably not." Well, we'll watch and listen to you guys. So love those guys and great people. And I know they wish they were here, but they're catching the action here on the YouTube channel. Bison have it 1st and 10 at the 36. Duggar going to keep it and then going to be sacked. It looked like they wanted to go that same little screen pass on an option, and it didn't happen. It'll be 2nd. No gain, pretty much no gain. Maybe a loss of 1, 2nd down.
And the 3rd quarter's over.
It goes that fast.
It does.
Actually, they called a fake. I didn't even see a flag. They did. They had a flag against Bennington.
They do stop the clock for a penalty, huh?
I guess, yeah.
Maybe they'll wind it when they set the ball.
Probably so, yeah. I bet they do. Wasn't much 5-yard variety. And now they'll wind the clock and see if McCook gets a hurry up and get a play off here before the end of the 3rd quarter. Just one score. Again, neither team don't get many snaps. 44-7 running clock here as we're winding down the final 3rd quarter. McCook's going to take it, and we'll go to the 4th. 44-7 Bennington. Back to Bennington next on KICX 96.1. We go to the fourth, 44-7 Bennington Badgers with the lead. McCook with the football, 1st and 10 at the Bennington 43. I-Pro set. Actually, you got twins here. Right, toss pitch. Could have a halfback pass. Canyon Hosek wound up. He got away. They sling him, but didn't get him right down. He's still on his feet. It's a nice block back here, 50-45, and out of bounds about the 42. So all in all, he just gained a few yards, but he was looking deep for Nate Renner, but apparently covered up.
See the white hat almost make the tackle again?
Did he? I missed it that time.
Yeah. Canyon ran around behind him.
You screened him, huh? Nice little screen there.
Yeah.
There you go. Coach Imus on the far side might have been proud of that. Hey, nice screen, big guy.
Yeah, played to our advantage that time.
Holy jeez, dude. That's 2 times tonight. Come on.
Might be time to hang it up.
Oh. 2nd and 7 for McCook after that play. It's Duggar back at shotgun. He's looking for the deep ball. He's got a wide open Lucas Gomez-Wilson for the touchdown. Lucas from 42 yards out. Nice job, Duggar, on the fly, on the run that time. And Lucas got a little separation that time. And Gomez-Wilson for the touchdown. It's 44-13.
I love it. It's a great play.
That was. We could see it. Working at stuff, the play right in front of us here.
That means no running clock.
Oh, that's right, yeah, because it's, yeah. As the extra point is on the way shortly, that's Hunter Hansen out there. And snap's good. Kicks on the way, and it is on the way. And was it partially blocked?
Yep, it's partially blocked.
Tipped. 44-13. We're back after. That's a rise and bank touchdown. Great one once again from Duggar to Lucas Gomez-Wilson. 2nd one of the night. We're back to Bennington next on KICX 96.1. We're back here, 44-13 our score. Great look by Adam Duggar on the run. Lucas Gomez-Wilson got some separation once again, Kyle, and great pass, great catch.
Yeah, it was. It was just a fantastic pass and excellent catch as well.
Kick is going to be bouncing about the 15, returnable. 15, 20. This is their same guy. That's Mitchell Anderson, who ran the one kickoff back. He gets to about the 26, 27-yard line and brings up 1st and 10 Bennington. Does Bennington go with their subs now after that last score to let the starters back in there for another series?
I'm not sure. Hayden Norgard banged up his knee on that play, gimping around a little bit. Looks to be okay.
As we're going to see. No, Trey Bird's back in their quarterback. Calvert's the tailback, so it'll lead the. And again, with the clock does not run now with the Bison score. Calvert has it, 20, 25, 26. Boy, gain of 10 just keeps the legs moving. Can't wrestle him down. It's a gain of 10 yards in the play, and Bennington will move the chains again. Well, I was glad to see that last score. That was nice to see.
It was. I mean, and a great play. I mean, everything just worked right there. That's what I was hoping to see when it was 14-7.
Right, exactly. Yeah. Trey Bird shotgun set. A little ace set with 2 tight ends, 2 wideouts. Calvert's to about the 45, 46, just slips away. Gain of 7. Hosick on the stop. Also, looked like Garrett Capps on the stop as well. 2nd and 8. 2nd and 7, 2nd and 8. We approach the 10-minute mark here in the fourth quarter. Get some more scores. At Arapahoe-Perkins County game. Again, Arapahoe with taking the lead. Last checked on a 12-8 ball game now. Haven't heard anything on Hitchcock County. Here, I got another score here shortly I'll get for you. Calvert here near side, midfield, 45-40. Up in the 35-30. Calvert about the 26, just like that. Bennington downfield. Scottsbluff leads Beatrice 28-14 after the first quarter.
Wow.
Gee, Christmas. Talk about a track meet in that one.
Yeah.
28-14
and
Bearcats.
Scottsbluff up.
Yeah.
So Scottsbluff will come east next week. Who are they?
I don't
remember the bracket.
I don't have my bracket in front of me. Boy, McCook played Scottsbluff so tough a couple of weeks ago. 21-14, and first and 10 Badgers at their own 20 at the Bison 27, and they got a newcomer, a new tailback in there. That's Drew 37. That's Quentin Archer, this young sophomore tailback, for about 2 yards in the play. Bring up 2nd and 8.
Brett Fraker in on that tackle.
Bennington, of course, was Class C1. What was it, about 10 years ago? I'm trying to think when they went up to Class B, but boy, that's, as you talked about time and time again, this area is really growing, really growing. 2nd and 8 at the Bison 25-yard line. Bird going to run it. I don't know if I'd had him run it anymore either. If you're a Bennington fan, it's like, why? Picked up a nice carry. It's going to be shy of the first down by a couple of yards and bring up 3rd down.
Flag on the play, Rich.
Hanky. I haven't seen too many hankies, which is a good thing. It's going to be a face mask against the defense.
Face mask called on the Bison of the 5-yard variety.
I got an update. Hitchcock County with a 30-14 lead. Boy, Falcons come alive.
Nice.
Neely Oakdale came in. I've heard it. I talked to a good buddy, Bob Jensen. He thought that's going to be a tough game for the Falcons, but I like Coach Rath and company.
I think Hitchcock County's for real.
My gosh, they've had a good year.
Yeah, they have.
They've had a nice season, and they want to see it. And I heard that Mark and I were talking this morning that Hitchcock had maybe one of their key guys roll an ankle and might be a little slow, but maybe not the case. 1st and 10 after the penalty for Bennington at the Bison 17. On the toss, Calvert going to try to swing it right side. Got going to be a hold, I think, against their end. That Huff's that tight end inside about the 10. But this is going to come back, and I'm sure it's going to be a hold on the end over here on the McCook outside end or backer on the far side for us.
Scottsbluff will go to Aurora.
Which would be a rematch?
Yep.
From a game earlier this year, if that turns out.
Yep.
Okay.
And that wasn't a close game, was it? I don't believe.
I'd have to look on it. I cannot remember. So this will be a penalty once again. Harding to Cedar Catholic ends North Platte St. Pat's team season 20-7. This is why we should have brought Reese with us. I mean, he could have been looking up all this stuff for us.
Right? Need that third guy.
Bird will throw on 1st and 20. Out in the flat downfield, pass complete, and knocked out of bounds at about the 10. Isaac Connor, beg your pardon. They got a pretty good chunk of that yardage back. Aurora beats Scottsbluff in Scottsbluff. That was 43-22.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Huskies since losing to North Platte, and they lost to Bennington. Against Bennington, we talked about 55-44. Have reeled off every win straight. As Calvert trying to get the edge, hugging that edge and in for the touchdown. Nick Calvert from 12 yards out puts Bennington at the 50 mark, 50-13. With 7:51 left here in the fourth quarter. This Calvert kid is not a bad back. He will be the heir apparent to Dylan Mostick as Calvert just junior. He'll be the guy, their man next year.
He'd be starting a lot of places.
Yeah, without a doubt, yes. Extra point is coming up. Vaughn Anderson on the way, and it is good. 51-13. The Bison kickoff is coming up here shortly on KICX 96.1. Richard Kyle back here at Bennington. Badger Field, 7:51 left as Bennington responds after the Bison score as they pick up a Nick Calvert 12-yard touchdown run to put I think the running clock will go back to effect. Is that right?
But it's not.
Well, not until after the kickoff.
Is that when it goes?
Think after the kickoff, yeah.
I wasn't sure how that worked.
As the kick, returnable, far side, 10, 15, 20. That's Gomez Wilson. Lucas has it, and on the far sidelines, did he make the 30? I think he did.
Yep,
just across the 30. Yep. 1st and 10, McCook, and yep, that clock is a running.
So you mentioned the UNK Northwest Missouri State.
Yeah.
And that's pretty exciting. Drew Dom and his Dort Defenders team playing Northwestern College, the number 2 team in the nation. Those schools are like 10 miles apart.
Okay.
So that'll be a big game. I think
Yeah.
I think Dort's an excellent team, and obviously Northwestern. So good luck to Drew.
Drew's had a nice season, hasn't he?
Yes, he has. He's a good football player.
Yeah, we talked to him at the beginning. We talked a couple of weeks ago and a little interview, and he's having a fun time. Boy, he's a major contributor to that defense. Duggar will throw on 1st and 10. Downfield going to be picked off and dropped. Boy, the corner slid over, and it was with a Garrett Capps was there, and I thought all of a sudden, corner slid over and almost had a pick, incomplete pass, 2nd and 10.
Yeah, it was a really good defensive play, Rich.
Thought Garrett was going to have himself a reception there, and it just didn't quite happen. Well, this game tonight, the fall sports season is in the books for Bison Sports. With everybody on football was the only one remaining. And so now we get ready for winter sports with Bison basketball, Bison wrestling, Bison swimming and diving. On the toss, not much. Who was that? Got the carry for? That was Canyon Hosick got the carry.
I asked my wife what she was doing. She said, watching football, kind of. You should have taken Hudson with you. Apparently my camera work has been less than stellar tonight. So if any of you out there are wanting to see the game better, I would invite you to come run the camera for me.
North Platte leads Columbus now late first half 14-3. Wow, Bulldogs up by 2 scores. Duggar on 2nd and 10. Rolls the pocket out. Still rolling. Gets a nice block on the outside. Downfield going to be complete. Just crossed the marker about the 43-yard line, and that was Lucas Gomez Wilson on the reception for a Bison first down. All right, let's end this season on a score right here. Get a drive here. You got 56 yards to go. Let's end it on a score.
Absolutely. Push it in.
1st and 10 of the Bison 44. Duggar in the shotgun. Pick the give inside. Screen near side. Lucas Gomez Wilson has it. Stops. And across the midfield about the Bennington 49. He picked up a nice gain of about 6 yards, maybe 7 yards in the play. They're in Bennington territory now. It's 2nd down.
And I love it. Got 131 folks, 131 places that are viewing the game. Great to have Bison fans that love their team. Listen, watch to the very end. It's great to be part of Bison Nation for sure.
Put it in the chat box. People can put in the chat box where they're listening from, can't they?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, do that if you would. Duggar on a design quarterback keeper. Adam was slowed up a little bit. Keeps his legs churning. He's close to a first down. I think he's got it.
Yeah, I do too. I think he's got the first down, Rich.
45-yard line. They'll move the chains. Bison 1st and 10. They got to hurry. You got to move because that clock doesn't stop as they move the chains.
Yep.
You got all 3 timeouts to boot. 51-13 Bennington in this one. As we wrap up things for the 2021 Bison football season. I know, boys, you look back, we talked about this on the way home. Where would McCook be? Lexington game, the Seward game, the Crete game.
Scotts Bluff game.
Duggar, a little pump fake looking across the middle. Could be Nate Renner, a nice catch. Pass kind of behind him, but he got the stick him on the gold gloves for a gain of about 9 on the play, up to about the 36-yard line to bring up 2nd and 1.
Pick up 9 on the play. 2nd and 1 coming up.
3:35 left in the 4th. Bison gotta move it a little bit and try to get a score on the board here in the final quarter for their season. Twin receivers far side. Back in the eye once again, Bortner and also Canyon Hosick. As it'll be Canyon Hosick between the tackles. And, ooh, boy, he got hit, bent back.
Really bent back.
Oh,
goofy.
gosh, dang it. Yeah, I did. Hopefully, get up. Young man, get up.
He's a wrestler.
Tough son of a gun.
They're all kind of flexible.
Yeah, he's going off.
Like, that didn't feel good.
He's going off a little bit. Hopefully, it's nothing serious. But, boy, he hit it and got bent back a little bit. And you know.
Canyon stuff his nails.
Yeah. Coach, I'm shy. I don't know if he's down here watching or back at home watching. He's going, you know what? We do moves far worse than that.
Coach Umshide's somewhere over there.
Is he over there?
Yeah, he's over there pregame.
Well, good deal. Glad to see that. 1st and 10, approaching 2 minutes left in this ball game. Shotgun set for Duggar. And Adam spins around a little play action. We're tucking and run's going to pick up 1. 2nd and 9. Getting some more scores. Halftime score, Arapahoe 12-8 over Perkins County. Warriors hanging on. Perkins County got the early lead. Arapahoe's responded. 2-minute mark coming up. Bison have 2nd and 9, we'll call it. 2nd and 9. 3 wide look ball on the far side hash. Near the far side hash, Duggar will throw. Looking out of the pocket. Has to run. And downfield toward the end zone, going to be picked off. Oh, the ball got away from him that time. And it hung up there. And the interception once again down about the 3-yard line, darn it. That ball kind of slingshot down there and just hung up there. And our receiver fell down. And turnover against McCook. It'll most likely be one more play, and that'll be it because the clock does not stop. 51-13 Bennington in this one. We'll have our Wagner Chevy postgame. Wrap things up. Coach Joe Petrosky will make his way over here and talk to us. And I know we get him on for just a little bit because we do a lot of our talking once again on Saturday morning. Coach's Coffee Club, make our way back for that. Late personnel in for, and it's just going to be Neil. Well, I would think maybe a Neil. Maybe not. They might run a play here. We got some backup subs in there. Get some playing time. 43 seconds left. They're going to milk this thing down to the wire. As they do have some backups in there. No gain on the play. Nice job of the Bison. I think they pretty much got their starters still in the ball game, and they don't really have to run a play here at all. 51-13. Bennington's going to move to 10-0. McCook will wrap up their season at 4-6. And Bennington does have one of their players gimping off the field, which I know in the last play of the game you don't want to see that if you're a Bennington fan or coach. But final score 51-13. Our Wagner Chevy postgame is coming up here shortly on KICX 96.1.